Hello, everyone, and welcome to a one-shot? That's not what's supposed to be happening. We are jumping in as we have an illness in the cast of Andor, so we are jumping in with a special one-time only one-shot in this Tuesday slot when we would usually have the campaign. Andor will continue next week. So welcome to Monster Hunters, a brand new one-shot with some lovely characters you may recognise and some new ones you may not. So, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, for all those who are uninitiated. We are rolling 20-sided dice and seeing what happens. Players have character sheets. You can see them on the left-hand side of the screen using the D&D Beyond overlay. That's the right-hand side of the screen, Ed.
Damn it.
That's also the right side of the screen. Emma, you're all mirrored. Evie, that's the wrong side too. That's just...
You're waving at both, so I can't lose.
It's that side, yeah. Anyway, yes, if you can't see that, then, there may be some links in chat to character sheets as well, so everyone can take a look at them. But yes, that's who people are playing today, and I'll let them go around and introduce themselves. Let's start with the ones who we know. Emma, take it away.
Sure. I'm Emma. I use the pronouns Emma or Emma, and I'm playing Trix. Who uses the pronouns Trix or T. Trix is a vampire hunter were-leopard. We use the shifter race species for were-leoparding. Trix appeared in Gloom Falls and Baldur's Gate, where we saved the world from gloom. In the process, with best friend Silver, who is here, we learnt that Trix was hunting a specific vampire who did not appear in that adventure, called Blondie, who murdered T's fiancé. Well, turned T's fiancé into a vampire, and then T had to murder her because she was killing people. So
it was all fun and games. I think
it was not fun and games.
Let's be clear about this. Fun and games.
T is a warlock barbarian, and very, very good at killing vampires, as we also learn in Gloom Falls and Baldur's Gate.
That is correct. Lovely. Thank you very much, Emma. Evie, take it away.
Hi, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Silver Melodata, who also uses she, her pronouns, and now has a professional name of the Raven, which has officially caught on. Silver also appeared in Gloom Falls on Baldur's Gate, alongside the lovely T. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Gloom Falls and Baldur's Gate, you appeared alongside the lovely team.
Silver is a Dampier Phantom Rogue, who is fresh off murdering her sibling, as you do, and currently has her dad's soul hanging around her neck, also as you do, ready to help T out with confronting trauma.
Yay!
Yay!
So this mighty duo of adventurers then decided to, I think I better let Evie, let Silver explain what happened next and where these two came from.
Yeah, Silver, what happened next? What did you do?
So, I felt like our newly formed superhero team, just going around at night of the Raven and the kitty cat, I think we decided on.
Wearing your underpants on the outside.
I decided that we needed some sidekicks. So we put out an advertisement in Boulder's Mouth, I believe what's called, which is the newspaper.
Unbelievably what it's called, yes.
And we got some answers, unbelievably.
So you now have to, you say, doing this for college credit? Was that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning. I don't know where we're studying or what we're doing. Maybe we're studying together. An MA in golf course management.
Well, you have two new team members who have joined the team, who are now monster hunters with you, travelling around Faerun, bumping back on things that go bump in the night. That's the Hellboy line, isn't it? Yeah. So who are our two new team members? Let's start with Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom. I use he, him, and I'm playing Amaryllis, who uses she, her. Amaryllis is a hexblood, so is the child of two hags, and my hag parents were expecting wonderful things of me out in the swamps, expecting me to steal children and put hexes, and then were not that surprised when one day I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Took the grimoire and went running into the swamps while they were there going, we'll find you! You can't run from us! And Amaryllis thought, I could do some good. I can make the world better. And then started looking through the book and went, oh, this is all necromancy.
Oh, no.
Maybe I can talk to the dead and they oh dear. All right. And then was like, well, I don't know if there's any way. Wait a moment. Help wanted. I can help. And thus joined whatever this team's name is.
The Monster Hunters,
The
absolutely.
Monster Hunters.
So-
Do I need a superhero name?
No.
Amaryllis is. It's like cool.
We can workshop it as we go through, see if something comes out naturally.
Okay, we'll keep working on it.
Make sure it's organic. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So we have a new hag necromancer under duress.
As part of a hex blood thing is that sort of the horns, I think they call it like a witch's cap or something, sort of curved back to make a sort of, there's like a little point of the horns above. That looks a bit like a witch's hat.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's really
Very
nice.
cute.
Excellent. So that's Amaryllis. And Ed, what have you made for us?
Hello.
What have you
My
rolled?
name is Ed. I use he, him pronouns, and my character is Valzina Mort, who uses they, them pronouns. They started life as a cleric and continued, one could say, as a cleric, but there was a sort of gap in the middle where they were captured and lured, perhaps, to the tower of a lich who captured them and kept them as a pet for, well, we don't know how long. It could have been centuries, could have been millennia, because a lich is, well, pretty immortal, except when I get hold of them. And then once having made a pact with the god whose name I just wrote down,
Sehanine.
Sehanine, thank you. Sehanine, having made a pact that surely there is more to life than this, they were released, having been helped to kill the lich, but then they realized that they would still always be in thrall because the lich's soul was not destroyed. So they are now looking for a way to try and contact or find the soul of this lich to take proper revenge. And they thought that this would be a good place to start, and also they wanted excitement, adventure, and really wild things.
Really wild things. Was your surname Mort before you were dead, or just after you died?
After that's exactly the... Because Valzina is the only thing that they can remember from their previous life. They can't remember their second name, so I decided that this would be the thing.
And you're a reborn, so you're using that, that after...
Sort of tall, long, thin, tall humanoid, ridiculously sort of spindly and feek and weeble, and dressed in a robe of stars, which is very sort of glittery and midnight blue.
Awesome.
Yes, very lovely thing.
Great, lovely. Well,
Did you say Feek and Weeble, or did my mind change it to that?
Sorry, I was trying to say weeble weeble, but I couldn't say weeble. Sorry.
Weeble's a really great name for, I don't know, like a weird comedy indie band.
Playing in Baldur's Gate. It's a
Exactly.
Coming this week to Baldur's Mouth, Feek and Weeble.
The interview we've all been waiting for.
I'm making a note of Feek and Weeble as a band in Forgotten Realms, and it's a thing that's going to happen now. That's just a thing. Ed, you made that. You made that. Well, while I'm making a note of that, let me tell you a bit about how we do things today. So we're running for 3 hours. It's a one-shot, so we'll play through to the end. And if we run on a little bit long at the end, that's because we're trying to tie things up. The adventure will have a break in the middle, about an hour and a half in, thereabouts, depending a bit on timekeeping and how we do on that front. And that's how the cookie crumbles. We have a lot of lovely supporters and sponsors you can see arrayed around us on our overlay. We are sponsored by the lovely Hero Forge. We have made Hero Forge minis. Some you'll recognise, Trix and Silver back again, but we've made some new ones for Amaryllis and for Valzina. So check them out. They should be quite large on the screen right now, so you can get a full view of their, undead haggish glories. So
Yes.
I think Silver and Trix both have a lot of good cape going on.
you do have good cape action. You have classic good cape action. Whereas we've got one very long robe, and what's Amaryllis wearing?
Basically like a hag's sort of it's kind of robes again.
It's sort of sack. Yeah, it's more hole than it is actual robe.
I think this is the thing. Amaryllis is actually sort of still sort of quite tall and sort of straight backed, and then the hags are like, "Oh, you'll bend over one day, my dear. You'll gain a hunch." And he's like, okay,
I'm
whatever
loving
you
your
say.
dad's hag voice. I think it's a fantastic dad hag. You'll bend over, darling. It'll be
Don't
fine.
worry. Come on. You'll get your warts.
Anyway, yes.
That's just the hag version of puberty.
Yes.
Oh, croak and then that's worse than acne. That's bad.
I'm a hag
Anyway.
teenager. I'm not quite.
With clear skin and a slick back. I love it.
Anyway, that's Hero Forge. Check them out at heroforge.com and make yourself a lovely miniature today. We are also sponsored by the lovely Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro do various items for your tabletops, dice boxes, dice trays, figurines of adorable power. My desk is festooned with figurines of adorable power. I was going to pick one to show you that had some kind of theming for today, but I haven't got one that fits. So instead, I'm going to show you one of my all-time favourites, the Roper, or as others like to call him, the Poo Emoji. Big angry Poo Emoji.
That's a
Happy
scary
poo.
poo.
That's a very scary poo. Yes. If you want one of those, join us in chat today. There will be a giveaway. You'll be able to put your name. If you put your name in chat, just say anything at all. You'll be in a random draw at the end of the stream. So check them out at ultrapro.com. We're also sponsored by the lovely Elderwood Academy, who make bespoke dice boxes and dice trays. Some of our players, I believe, have bespoke dice boxes and dice trays they can show. There's Evie's incredible dice tray.
So
Look at that.
nice. So
It is very
pretty.
good.
Look
And
at
it's
the
also-
holographic raven.
That
There's
is
dice box.
that's my paladin dice box. It has a sword on it.
And I will happily show off my beautiful
Oh, this is
rolling tower.
That's ridiculous.
That's their
We're
Codex
very
rolling
jealous.
tower. It's amazing. I love it to pieces. It's so good. But yes, if you fancy any of those sort of things for your tabletop, you can head to elderwoodacademy.com and pop in the code roll-together. That's roll and the hyphen symbol, not the words roll-together.
It's a completely different thing, much
That's
less.
a completely different thing. But yes, if you head to chat now, there'll be that. And if you go into the link and buy yourself something, you get 10% off with that code. So go, please make yourself something lovely today. We also have some lovely supporters, the wonderful D&D Beyond, we do all our character sheets with, and you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Level Up Dice, we have the Table Shakers range. There's a link in chat that you can buy some for yourself. These absolutely massive dice. I'll use 2d10s up for you, see how big they are and chunky.
Massive.
Yeah, they are. But if you fancy some of your own, you can head to the link in chat and buy some for yourself today as well. We also are supported by two D&D video games, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms and Warriors of Waterdeep. They're both for your mobile phone. Actually, no, Idle Champions is for all sorts of things, but not really good on mobile. It needs a bigger screen. Either way, they're both D&D games, and you can get various things in chat today by popping in various codes, WoW gems for Warriors of Waterdeep, and code for Idle Champions, and you can plop those into various screens in those games. If you're lost, check in with chat. Our mods are well aware of how all these things work and happy to advise if you're struggling. But yes, please check them out at Idle Champions and Warriors of Waterdeep. You can join us on all the social medias. Not all of them, most of them. We're on quite a few of them. We're on some of them. We have some social media accounts, and they'll all be linked in chat right now. And join us on those and tweet with us. I'm sorry, I'm not a social media person really, so this is a thing that other people understand better than I do.
Tweet
So
with us together.
Eat with us.
Tweet with us.
send us those Instagrams.
Share our
Down with the kids.
Yeah.
I am old as but yes, we're on the socials. Check them out. We're also on Patreon, and we have a lovely D20 club. Our dice heads are on Patreon, and they support us in everything that we do. And thank you so much for being part of that and sharing all the things that we do. You couldn't do it without you. We also are on most podcast providers. If you search Roll Together RPG, either all one word or spaced out if that's easier for you. We tend to appear on most of them because we use various services that allow that to happen with podcasts. If it's not on the one that you like to listen to podcasts on and you'd like to, let us know and we'll see what we can do about adding the podcast there as well. All of our podcasts and videos on YouTube are released 24 hours after the stream, so you can catch everything relatively soon after it's been out in the world. And finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC characters, players, and adventurers in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own, and while we aim to avoid misgendering, we acknowledge it does sometimes happen. We have company policy in place for correct people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, please let us know. Pop something into chat or send a message to rolltogetherrpg@gmail.com. Again, there's more information about that on our safety link in chat. Good. Right. Here we go. What will the monster hunters find on their first adventure as one? You get the idea.
Blondie. It better be Blondie.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
So, T and Silver, after their adventures in Baldur's Gate, did make a pact, a decision. One, that they would go and hunt down Blondie, the vampire that had terrorized Trix in the past and did not appear in that adventure. And luckily, thanks to Silver's father, Manzorius Melodata, a vampire of some power, they are now aware of where Blondie is. There was an ongoing mission to try and get Manzorius out of the soul charm on Raven Silver's necklace, but so far that is still being worked out. And in the meantime, they've found some other members of their new masked vigilante team, and in doing so have decided to deal with the Blondie situation in the meantime, if you will. The information you've received is that there is a town on the River Esmel, far to the south in Arm. And where the River Esmel breaks out into the Lake Esmel, an inland lake which is quite large, is the town of Pont-à-Esmel. This town is...
Pont-à-Esmel.
Pont-à-Esmel. Pont-A-E-S-M-E-L. Pont-à-Esmel.
Pont-à-Esmel.
It straddles the Esmel River, which leads into the Esmel Lake, and is what you might expect from a small city on the bank of a very sort of seaside river. There's a swampy atmosphere. It is a place known for hedonistic nightlife and a sort of bon vivant lifestyle that people seem to lead around the town. However, it has also had, over the last 10, 15 years or so, a rather gruesome reputation. People who live there are consistently becoming ill. Some sort of plague seems to have gripped the town of Pont-à-Esmel, and many people tend to vacate what used to be this very busy and populous part of Arm. Therefore, the town is not busy. It is faded grandeur in all of its glory. It has a very New Orleans vibe, in case you haven't got that already. And the four of you, travelling together, have made your way there. Now, what Manzorius told you, Silver, and therefore you relayed to T, and maybe to the other two as well, I don't know how close that relationship is yet, is that Blondie has a very, very close relationship with the lady who is in charge of Pont-à-Esmel, who has a mansion house on an island in the middle of the river, which is hard to straddles. It's very hard to get to unless you have any sort of invitation to go in. And Jacqueline Renier, who lives there, is a bit of a recluse. People don't know a lot about her. She sort of wants to relive the glory days of what Pont-à-Esmel was, but has really struggled to make that part of the lifestyle she can properly deliver with this plague travelling through the streets. Her guard, who are very heavily armoured, basically large people in very heavy armour which covers their entire body, work tirelessly to try and stamp out any kind of sense of plague or things being carried through the streets, but it does leave the place a bit haunted and ambiguously strange to walk around. Silver, Manzorius has told you that Blondie tends to stay in Jacqueline's house, the Chateau Delmay, which is on this island. There are road access, there are bridge accesses that you could potentially go on, but they are heavily guarded. What he did tell you as well is because of its nature as a swamp town, there is a quite extensive sewer network to potentially go through to get there as well. But the choice is yours about how you want to deal with this and get through this situation. Mm-hmm. I think it's only proper and appropriate that we join the four of you on the road as you arrive at Pont-à-Esmel. Maybe tell us what you were doing on the road before you got here, as you do have two new team members who we need to get to know.
I imagine... Sorry, yes. After you.
I feel like I'm trying to give you both a bit of an induction and trying to get you to kind of just soup up your appearance a little bit, just so that you have the aesthetic that I'm really going for and that I'm looking for in our new recruits. Okay.
Do we need a mask?
Not yet. You need to earn the mask.
Oh. So how do we... But I have a hood. Is that not enough?
Put up the hood, put the hood. Let me see it. Yes, I like it. Keep the hood up. Do not take it off.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay. No, that is fine.
What does Valzina help me?
Valzina.
Valzina, thank you. What does Valzina look like? Like, what's the visual here? Because you've described them as being very tall, but they're also not alive. So what's the look?
It's a long white mane of hair, sort of cadaverous, I suppose would be the face. It's just very sort of pale, but what's the word?
Sunken?
Kind of, but consumptive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Okay.
that kind of.
I think if we're going somewhere where there's plague, it might be a good idea to keep the hood up so that people don't think that you're going to like cough on them and give them a plague.
I would never cough on anyone unintentionally.
I'm not.
I see what you mean. So if I'm just I will keep.
I'm not
myself
suggesting that you would cough on them or that you would give them a plague. Just that they might think that would be the case.
Oh, I see. So I do not want to give the wrong. Right. Yes, I will not give the wrong impression.
You will blend in, though. It will be seamless.
Excellent.
See, T, there's always a silver lining. You love me.
There's the thing. I think I know you as. Sorry, I know you as the Raven. So,
It's an inside joke.
Oh, all right. I look forward to being part of it one day.
Yeah. How are things going, really? How's the road? You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's. I'm back in swamp again. So it's like a home away from home, sickness, and I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, good. Oh boy.
I just say as an aside to T.
Did you check that they can actually do anything?
They seem capable. I assume that if they had answered an advert asking for monster hunters, they would be prepared to hunt monsters. Maybe I should have asked for their CVs.
Oh, you want a CV? I have a CV.
I've also got a CV.
No. I will present my CV first.
Okay.
I was first.
I have a picture of mine.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
What? The pictures is what's about? Okay, fine. I will wait.
Marissa's drawn like a little headshot herself.
Etched into the top corner of the thing.
Yeah.
What does your CV say?
Amaryllis. Necromancer. Skills. Necromancy. Cooking.
With necromancy, that's not good.
That's sort of like quick. Willing to carry things and to get coffee. Thank you.
That's it. That's the entire CV.
I have many. Well, necromancy just seemed to cover a lot of. I like to show. I. In 5 years' time, I'd like to be in your position. I turned around and I'm like, maybe you should have gone first.
I promise you don't. You really don't.
What?
Stick with the necromancy for the moment. And maybe talk less.
Ah, right. A silent killer.
Better. Well, maybe the boulder's mouth wasn't the right place for an advert.
Well, you did get one good accomplice, potentially.
Let's have a look.
What does it say on Valzina's CV?
Valzina Mort. Back from whence we know not. Training under a lich of indeterminate origin, but very, very powerful. Knowledge gained from esoteric sources, including the Eldritch, the Beyond, the Astral Plane, and other assorted dimensions. Very book smart. And able to undertake healing, great skill in healing, and willing to undertake rituals up to a certain point.
I guess you kind of round off our dimensional experience.
Doesn't have cooking, no.
I'm sure I could boil an egg if given the chance.
It's fine. You balance each other's skills.
Ah, true.
It will all be fine.
May need a reference for that lich, though, if this becomes a more permanent position.
Well, now the thing is, if I was to be able to, I have a quest. If you see what I mean, I have a lifelong.
Who doesn't?
Indeed. This is but the reason why I will not be able to get you the reference from the lich is because that is who I'm trying to find. I removed them from the physical plane, but not from every plane, and I wish to remove them completely from existence. So if I was able to find them, I wouldn't need a job.
Revenge. I can get behind that.
Exactly. It is the purest form, best served very, very cold.
Fair enough. Welcome aboard.
Hey, okay, this is good. Right, now, what do we do now?
We're gonna go try and get in the sewers, I think.
It's always the sewers.
I can clean us, it's fine.
I can also help in that regard. I do have a little bit. I think I do, at least. No, I cannot help at all in that regard. I'm so sorry. If you could clean me as well, that would be spectacular.
Could take dry cleaning places, just saying.
Cooking and cleaning is what trumps you over me.
That's what I did back in the swamp. You know, my parents are there like doing spells, and I'm like, I'm just going to put that jar aside.
You can clean a swamp. Now, that is impressive.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, the houses and roads of Ponte Ismael are coming into view. It's all sort of claggy with mist, and the mist has a sort of musty smell to it in places, and the wood on these houses, they're all made of wood, is definitely rotting. You can see the mildew and the effect on all of them.
Can I change my form so that I look like an average human?
Sure.
Please.
Average human.
Yeah. Can I see if there are any animals nearby?
Animals nearby. Are you looking for anything specific?
Something small that would know where the sewers are.
Oh,
I see. Okay. Looking around, like obviously in a town that is as waterlogged as this, like the streets run alongside canals and things of that sort of ilk. The water is filthy. Making your way through that, you do spot the occasional cat. There are rats.
Rats. I'll talk to a rat.
Okay.
I can now.
Before you decide to talk to a rat, can I describe the rats to you?
it's maybe not the ones we're familiar with.
Yes.
Cool. Who's got the highest passive perception? It's probably our cleric.
I've got a 13.
13?
14.
14.
I've got a 10.
Wow. Okay.
Not very perceptive.
Not a very perceptive party at all. Who'd have thunk it? The two newbies just see them first, and you can point them out if Trix is very clean.
We're pointing at different rats.
I got one. I got one. That was mine.
The rat. Once you see them, you realise part of the issue here. The rats are ubiquitous. They are basically everywhere. They are larger than your average rat. They have an eerie glow, an almost red glow behind the eyes, and they don't look pleasant or friendly. You do see at one point that there are about 2 or 3 rats chasing down a cat.
Oh crap!
It's the rats do not look friendly by any stretch of the imagination.
Is there anything that would be in the sewers that does look friendly that I could talk to? That would know where the sewers are?
Such as
An animal.
A water boatman.
a water.
There's some sort of animal go in the sewers that looks friendly, given that the rats aren't friendly.
I'm trying to think of what.
I mean, I could intimidate a rat.
I've
Go
got
on,
rat-like
intimidate a rat. That
eyes.
sounds awesome.
I've got rat-like eyes. They might recognise me as one of their own.
Right, I'm going to try and talk to one of these rats.
Okay. Do you try and catch a rat, or do you just squat down and try and talk to one?
Yeah, I can cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay.
Through at will through the barbarian stuff.
Yes.
And I'm gonna look menacingly at it. I don't currently look like a cat, which is a shame, but...
There's a rat sat by the side of one of these roadside, canal side bits that's just sort of sat there, sniffing the air.
Oi, mate, where's the sewers?
The rat does one of these.
Really?
Yeah. It looks at you.
Yeah, me. I'm asking, where's the sewers?
Who are you?
I'm Trix. Who are you?
From the perspective of the three of you who do not speak rat, the rat just went meep, meep. Like it didn't
Sound like Christopher Lee. That was
didn't sound
amazing.
Christopher Lee, but those who speak rat, this rat sounds a lot. What did you say in response to who are you? Sorry?
I said I'm Trix.
What are you doing in my city?
Aw.
Is that a normal thing for a rat to say? Because I'm used to cats, and that's a perfectly normal thing for a cat to say.
It's not a normal thing for a rat to say.
I'm here looking for the sewers. Clearly.
And what is your purpose in the sewers?
I want to do my business in the sewers. It's a perfectly normal place to do your business.
Nice.
In the sewers.
Well, it's where it ends up, I guess. What? The rat just says, what? No context for
What
you.
are you doing?
All I need to know is where I get into the sewers. So I can do my business in the sewers.
The rat's going to move up towards you slightly menacingly. You're not welcome here.
Too bad, I'm staying. Where are the sewers? Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, go on. Do it. I'll get a natural 20 now, please. I want to put this rat back in its place.
While it's just squeaking, can I just be like, oh, it's so cute?
Yeah, like, from your point of view,
I rolled a 3, which makes it an 11.
you don't scare me.
I love hearing that. Why do you have to kill a rat?
Hey, go on, splat the rat. Straight away.
Be my guest.
It's not intimidated by you.
I'm going to punch it. Not with the aim of killing it or knocking it out, just to be like, I'm in charge here.
Right. As you step up to punch it, all of the rats,
Oh,
you will notice on the
God.
entire street, all just
Oh
go,
dear.
and all of their heads turn towards this situation.
Oh boy.
Oh, dear God.
And
Why are
then-
the rats looking at us?
I'm in.
The rat will, again, for the purposes of the three of you, the rats will all squeak. Excuse me, it's a bit of a cacophony. It's something all around you, the rats are squeaking. Trix, because you speak with animals, in the same voice, they all say, "You are not welcome here."
The rats don't like us being here. I think I'm just going to kill this rat if that's all right with everyone.
Just that one? I would say that there are a lot more that could be...
I could probably kill all of them if you really want.
Well, you don't have to now. I'm just saying that by the looks of things, if we kill one, we'll have to kill a lot.
They're so sweet. Look at their little
I know that
eyes.
that's naked tails.
All right.
I'm not so happy.
That rat is like, do not pass.
Oh, no, take him down.
Oh, that's very nice, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Chris, I'm going to punch the rat.
If you move in to punch the rat, we're going to have to roll for initiative.
Yes! Oh, I'm loving this.
Anyone upset about that?
No.
I'm going
Not
to
even
punch the
close.
rat.
A little. But then it's attitude.
In which case, can everyone please roll the initiative? It
Yes.
started early. Shout them out for me, please.
13.
16.
13, 16,
10.
8.
10.
Okay, as a person with a -1 initiative, I don't think I'm going to be going any earlier in the turn than this ever.
How do you have a -1 in initiative? What did you do?
He started dex really poorly.
Yeah. Wasn't good.
He statted poorly. Good, right. Cool. Trix, as you step up to this rat, 10,
Feels
15...
really early to Eldritch Smite. Feels really early. We
10
could probably get a short rest in before doing anything else, right?
Fine.
About 10, 15 rats start pouring around this one, and a swarm of rats is now coalescing. They are bigger and nastier than traditional rats would be, and this glowing red glint in their eyes. And the swarm is just going to dive towards you, Trix, and basically try and envelop you.
Wait, do they go before I do?
It's been a mistake.
Roll a 20 on initiative, yes.
Oh, wow.
Right, they will pop into your space, that's how it works, and they are going to try and attack you. They're basically swarming all over Trix and they're trying to bite in. It's a 7, they don't hit you. But they are basically swarming all over you. They're in your space and up in your grill, so to speak.
So, is the idea that the swarm are one, as it were, one enemy?
Effectively, yes. A swarm counts as one enemy.
Yeah, it's a lot of rats, but it's one set of hit points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So they are currently swarming all over Trix in the same space as Trix, and just you can see that more of these rats are coming from all these different places, running in to deal with the intruders relatively quickly. Trix, it is your turn.
Bless. I'll bonus action Raj. Well, it feels very early to do that as well. How many do I have at the moment?
Start as you mean to go on.
Yeah, no, I've got 3. It's fine. I'll bonus action Rage.
Rajay.
And go
Rage
away.
against the rat.
Go away.
What's wrong?
My sheet. Then I'll hit them first and see how much it looks like it hurts, and then I'll see if I want to smite.
Sure.
I've rolled a 13. Does that hit the rats?
Yes, it does.
Are they undead?
Knuckle Dusters of Disruption. That's awesome.
Yes.
I didn't realise that's what you had.
They are not undead, I'm afraid. They are just rats.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. How are you doing this?
My hand starts to glow through the disguise with my knuckle dusters, which say bite me on them. And I'm gonna... It says bite me the right way around because I want people to be able to see it as I hit them. So unfortunately, it does mean that if it imprints, it's the wrong way around. But never mind, it's fine.
Look, Emitab is just as scary.
And I'm just gonna pound into the one rat that upset me, just to show it his boss.
Sure.
It's me because I'm the cat. I'm the boss here. And as I rage, I transform into half a leopard. So I grow claws and my teeth, and probably drop the disguise slightly so that they can see that I'm actually a cat. I got you, rats.
Yeah, the two of us don't know that was going to.
Oh, that's a lot. Wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
That was
crumbs.
Awesome, right?
Never seen that before. Good.
Trix, you slam down and you crush the first rat. Just like there's nothing there, and you start just slamming and smashing around you. You've taken out about half of the swarm all over you already.
All right,
with
I'm
that
just
one.
gonna. I won't smite. I'll just roll again.
Mm-hmm.
That is a natural 1.
Ooh.
You keep brushing and trying to push them away, but one of the rats has gotten inside your clothes, and you are now just.
Hey, get
that's
get
the
out
dog.
of there! I'm the cat. You're not supposed to be in there.
Get out of there.
Yes, lovely. That is happening. Good. Right, Valzina.
Right. Well, actually. Okay, so I think I'm going to. Please excuse me. I am not so familiar with clerics of this higher level, so there's a lot of spells which I'm like, whoa! So I don't know what I'm.
Yes, burn them all now.
That's exactly the thing. The problem is being such an unphysical person. Unless I do use a spell. Yeah, actually, I think that's probably a better idea. Okay, what's going to happen is. So if I guiding bolt, is there something that I can guiding bolt at?
You can target the swarm. That's fine. Yes.
Right.
It's an attack roll against the group.
Yes, I will. I will do. Is that what I mean? Yes. I will just do it. Sorry, I was realized I was about to do it on level 3, which seemed a little unnecessary.
Blast them.
Okay, so 25. Yes, I think that will.
What's your guiding bolt look like as you fire it out? What's the visual? Please?
Well, it's like you know how you can see the Milky Way across the sky.
Yes.
It's that kind of thing. It's sort of like shots of stars, but they're not shooting stars. It's like they're just. It's almost like they're being shot with ball bearings, but they're very small.
So like a sort of cloud of stars just goes flying out.
Everything's glinting and going very fast, but it's that same kind of. It's like
your guiding bolt is a radiant shotgun.
Yeah, basically that's exactly the thing. Cool. Yes, let's go with that.
Yes, they impact all of the rats on Trix. Trix, it just like flashes in front of you. It doesn't hit you, but it's very close to hitting you.
Not bad. 16.
Yeah, you just. And these rats just all go flying out and get like torn to pieces by this attack. Trix,
nice work, newbie.
The one inside
Thank you. They call me the exterminator.
Trix,
No,
the one
they
inside.
don't.
That's what I thought. Okay, sorry.
Shakes my head.
The one inside the one inside your clothes is still there. It wasn't hit by this because it had cover. Good, right. Valzina, any bonus actions or movement on your turn? You are all sort of standing in the outskirts of town next to some of these buildings in the road pointing towards the canal.
Are there more rats, or was that all the rats?
Oh, there are way more rats.
Okay.
The first swarm formed up and attacked you, and there are more forming up down the road.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stay behind. Like the rats are gonna need to hit somebody else before they get to me. That's my plan.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Cool. Around the corner, you hear heavy footsteps, and these guards that your father described, Silver, these fully armoured guards, are running around the corner to try and find out what the ruckus is and what's going on.
Ah, bollocks.
They will round the corner, see this situation, and
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
they will look at this situation in front of them. They are completely covered in armour. You can't see their faces. They will step forward, and one, after a moment, will say, "Why are you fighting the rats?"
We aren't fighting the rats. The rats are fighting us.
They started it.
You do not belong here.
No, it's an enchantment.
We're trying to help with the rats. Sorry, we thought that there were too many of them. There are so many of them.
That they said exactly the same thing as the rats said. I don't think that those people inside that.
The two figures will start walking menacingly towards you as well.
Can I make myself look big and like the scariest threat?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Like the cat, rough up the fur, like.
They're not going to get to you in time to do anything, but they are moving forward towards you threateningly. You have the whole town now out to get you. Good start, everyone.
I see something to smite.
Okay. I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. They really like their rats, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Right, Amaryllis.
Oh, well now. How far away are the guards?
They have just started moving towards Trix. They're about 30 feet away from Trix, so they're probably about 40, 45 feet away from everyone else.
Okay. I think I will look to the difficulty of like Silver Trix. Who do I choose? Silver. I'm like, are we killing the guards or?
Be my guest. It's your moment to impress us.
By all means.
Oh my god.
And I cast Chill Touch on. So
cantrip, okay.
Sort of. I'm
Here's your chance to impress.
Yeah.
Cantrip.
All right then. Okay. All right. Understand. Maybe I'll cast it.
Hey Tom, this is when I get the level 12 characters to burn all their shit on rats. That's the game.
Yeah.
Rats and guards, use it all. Burn that level 6 spell sword, I want it.
I'm just trying to also, because that cantrip does 120.
It does.
Maybe when things get to 30,
Then
dangerous-
you raise up. Wait till you see the whites of their eyes.
exactly, the tentacles will come out at that point.
Oh,
You
yes.
do whatever you want. Although Silver did ask to be impressed.
Chill touch. Let's go with your instinct.
All right. Hand still comes back. I'll cast Ray of Sickness, so they will vomit in their helmet.
Oh, that's very funny.
What do I need to roll?
no.
How does it work?
So I roll a. So that's 23 to hit.
Yes, you do. The beam. What does your beam look like? How do your spells get cast? What's the visual?
Oh, yeah.
Again, sort of casting out, and there's this weird, swampy, watery viney thing just blasting down.
Nice.
Just
Sort of hosing down. Hosing down.
yeah.
Great.
And I sort of like put up one finger, like, wait for it, and then it hits. Okay, the target takes 2d8, so that is of
poison damage.
Poison. Yeah, 9 points of poison damage.
9 points of poison damage. Okay.
And must make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha. Con save. No, that's a 1.
I'm afraid you're poisoned, my friend.
As the water splashes over the guard sort of moves very oddly. Like there's a sort of weird shake to the torso and this poison effect, and the whole body seems to almost gyrate in a way that you weren't expecting. Something very, very odd is going on here. But yes, they are poisoned.
Dance, motherfucker, dance.
I'm like, yeah.
It's more of a sort of like a horrible sort of twisting, like weird motion that looks alien and uncomfortable and unpleasant.
Really quietly going, oh no.
Was that me? Yeah.
You look over to Silver, just going, gross.
I mean, yeah, totally. Real gross.
Don't think
Cast
you
a
impressed
spell
them
of
very
creep
much.
out. Cool. Right. Amaryllis, are you staying back as well? Are you moving up?
Yeah, I'm squishy.
Okay.
Yes.
Silver.
Oh, is my Maladata bloodline an action or a bonus action?
What did we say in Gleamfalls? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Damn it.
I don't
Let's.
think I ever used it in combat, so it didn't come up.
I see. Then in which case, I think it's only fair that it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Cool.
As my bonus action, I would like to use my Maladata bloodline.
Tell everyone what that means in the case I hadn't seen Gleamfalls or Baldur's Gate.
That means that in a radius of within 30 feet, I can sense the heartbeats and the mood, thereby, of all living creatures.
You would have to move up 2 Tricks. You have to move up to be within 30 feet of them.
Yeah, I will do that.
So if you move up and reach out with the bloodline to try and get a sense of these guards, they're not what they look like. You get thousands. That's too many. You get 20 to 30 different heartbeats all through this suit of armor.
Wait, are these just rats in a suit of armor?
Just rats all the way down.
Absolutely brilliant.
I made that rat vomit. I don't even think rats can vomit.
No, exactly. They don't have bladders, that's for damn sure.
They do have bladders.
It's like 3 halflings in a trench coat, but rats.
Yeah, exactly. There's a thing that a rat, as it goes around, it just leaves a tiny little trail of pee everywhere because it doesn't have a bladder. That's why people think they're so unhygienic.
Oh, right, I didn't know that. Exciting. Rat fats.
I would like to try to remain within 5 feet of T, or however it's going.
Yes, that's fine. You can welcome
Yes.
to. Yeah.
I would like to try and attack the 20 rats in a suit of armor
With what?
with my short sword.
They are still 30 feet away. They have not managed to
they
run up
are.
yet.
Oh, get this one.
Oh yeah, don't move, it's on you, as I try and get it.
Sure.
And, okay, let's have a look. So that is, sorry, just going through my various things. Does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a rat.
Brilliant. And then, okay, so I probably get sneak attack on that. So,
Trix is within 5 feet of the thing
Yes.
inside Trix's clothes, yes.
1, 2, 3.
Trix, where is this rat on your personage as it gets attacked?
I don't know. Preferably somewhere that's not going to damage my clothes.
And then,
I mean,
Kind of like unzip my leather jacket.
The rat head pops out.
what are you wearing under the leather jacket?
Abs.
Right, okay. So, do you just unzip the jacket and the rat goes flying out and then gets stabbed out of the air?
Yeah.
Great, I dig it. Please zip the jacket back up again. You know, we still want to aim for somewhere near the 15 to PG rating.
I mean, no one knows what gender T is.
That's a very good point, yes.
Abs.
Abs.
There are abs.
That does 49 points of damage.
What? To a rat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Nailed that one.
What you do is you don't just kill the rat. You your strike goes backwards through time and kills every single progenitor of this rat until the dawn of ratdom. Enough like the entire bloodline in one attack.
That's amazing.
Oh, and can I use Wails from the Grave to target another within 30 feet?
Yes, you can. You're in 30 feet of the helmed. The guards. Sorry.
Excellent. And that just hits. So.
Yeah, it just hits.
12, 13, 14, 15 points of necrotic damage.
That's slightly more reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. You spear the rat out of
Was
the
that
air.
like pretty much full damage on the sneak attack? That was really
that was
high.
crazy.
Yeah, it was. What was it? It was 2 6s and a 3. Wait, on the sneak attack, that was 3 6s.
Yeah.
And then
Just
I rolled really
multiplied.
well.
It was very, very good. But yes, as Trix manages to free the rat, you spear it out of the air and it's gone in an instant. And as your wails from the grave manifest. Now, all I have in my head is that a comedy wail comes out of the ground because that was the joke we did last campaign. But that's not what actually happened, was it?
No, it was. I can't remember if this was exactly what I said, but if not, this is what it looks like now. Is I just kind of do a little, and a little soul, like screaming face, ghosty face, just kind of goes through the air and enters another being, which then just kind of sucks the life out of it a bit.
Nice.
As this happens, your wails from the grave passes into the suit of armor, and the suit of armor is going to burst. The helmet comes sort of popping off, and rats just pour out of the top of it and are pouring out of various parts of the armor just collapses to the ground, and more swarms of rats are now swarming towards you.
I'm just going to turn to Silver and be like, do you think I made a mistake talking to that rat?
No, I don't.
All of the rats in one voice say, "Leave our town."
No mistakes have been made here.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your dad. I'm going to kill your mum. I'm going to kill your grandma. And then I will leave.
Okay, we're back at the top of initiative, and it is the rat's turn. I'm going to give you all this just from a DM to player perspective. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of rats here. You cannot fight them all. I mean, you can, but it would make for a very dull stream. So,
I must say, I don't feel like this is... Surely they pay pest controllers for this.
Ooh, are they coming out of a specific area that we can see that might have led to, say, sewers?
You said they were coming from up a road, were they not?
this canal on the side of the road, they mostly seem to be swarming out of the canal specifically. The first swarm did anyway.
Right.
The water is filthy. These swarms of rats are going to just scurry forward towards you. They are basically blanketing the road now. They will basically move up because they're still quite far away. They will move up and sort of come into the spaces of Silver and Trix. And again, you are just swamped by rats all over you. And they will try and attack both of you. But
Silver, can you get out Jethro?
Oh, yes.
What? Oh, I'd forgotten this.
Oh, the one that you can sit on.
Oh, right, not bitey Jeffro.
No, flying Jethro.
That could be that's a good call.
there we go. Trix, that's an 18 to hit you as the rats swarm all over you again.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, I should have attacked recklessly. Damn it.
Next time.
Next time.
Okay. Right, you take 14 points of piercing damage
I take 7.
Yeah, because you're raging. But these rats are biting and gnawing at you. They are gnawing at you, and they are latching onto you.
Interesting.
So they are not just like biting and then moving away. They are biting into you and sinking quite deep into their whole snout and front incisor is burying into you, and quite a few of them have latched onto you. You reckon they're probably going to be there for quite a long time unless you do something about it.
I'm going to punch him.
Punch yourself in the rat. That's not a phrase, but
It is now.
well,
Silver, the same thing's happened to you. The rats are going to swarm all over you and try and bite you.
I'm going to sentinel attack rats that are attacking Silver.
That's fine.
nice.
Does a 15 hit you, Silver?
No, it does not.
Again, you are managing less like so with Trix. So they're swarming all over you and they're trying to break through armor and skin, but your skin's quite tough, being part vampiric, so they're not able to get through.
Oh, nice.
But you are being covered in rats. They're just all over you.
A 14, so that will hit them.
Yeah, you reach out to the ones and just grab a couple of the ones that are swarming over Trix and just grab them and probably throw them to the floor, I guess.
I am Trix.
All over Silver, sorry.
I rolled another 15, so...
Yeah,
them.
you start tearing the rats off, Silver, but yeah, there are more and more and more rats coming down the street.
It's alright, I have a solution.
Cool, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Fly on myself, Val, and Riley.
Okay. You cast Fly, all three of you can now fly. Your spells, you just sort of do them, like there's not sort of a huge magical effect to them, is there? Yeah. So, Val, really... I'm going to use those now, they're great. Val, really, and you can all fly, can all move if you want to.
Yeah, and I will begin flying.
Okay. And you fly just straight up?
Do you give us any indication that we can also do this?
I'm going to tell you once I've done it, I think.
Cool.
I'm just like, oh, you should follow me.
What? Oh, and then come up afterwards. Once realising the effect is there, then that's great.
Not to your turn.
I can go 60 feet. I don't want to go 60 feet up. I want to go, 10 foot up, so I'm not within biting distance.
There are still rats crawling all over you.
Yeah, but they can't, no more can get on.
No more can get on.
Yes.
So I love that turn of phrase. I don't know why it really...
And I will... Oh, I should have done that instead.
Any bonus actions or...
there was something else I should have done instead, but no, it's fine. I will. I'll go slightly further down the road to try and start getting towards where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm. As you go further down the road, they're coming from all over. You can see that this sort of horde of rats that's now pouring out of various places is coming out of houses, out of various points. This canal, as you look down into it, there are sewer grates in the canal. The water has to come from and flow to somewhere, so that seems an obvious way in.
I see a sewer grate!
Great.
Nice.
Yes.
Val, it is your turn. You can now fly. And Trix didn't tell you.
Oh, could someone get these rats off me?
Yes, so I will fly up to where Trix is.
No problem. You've got 60 feet of movement and a flying movement, so you're fine.
Yeah, so I think it will be a case of getting up there. Do I pull? What? How should I?
Oh, just kill them.
Oh, okay.
I will read out what it says here once they have latched on. Any creature can use an action to kill or remove the rats with fire or a weapon that deals piercing damage.
Okay. I don't really have any of those. Hang on. Let's just see here. Because I think Ray of Enfeeblement will just nail everything.
Ray of Enfeeblement. One rat's just there going, oh no, it has been a day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Sacred Flame. I presume that would work.
Radiant.
Radiant damage, but...
Oh, is it? Oh. Flame? I thought it might... Oh, wow.
Oh, I know.
You can set a torch on fire.
And try and burn them off you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'll try and do the sort of leeches method then. Give me just a second. If I could if I put this I don't know where. Do I make an attack roll?
No, you just hold the fire near the rats that have latched on. You will burn Trix slightly because it is hot.
Still raging.
Hot.
But the rats will squeal and let go and fall down to the ground as this happens. So you're basically getting rid of the rats that have latched on. So Trix, you don't take extra damage from them, but you do take one, which can't be rounded down with rage, so just 1 point of fire
I'll
damage.
heal it back at the start of my next turn anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Sweet. Okay.
But yes, you are no longer covered in rats that are latched onto you. That's fine. And Val is with you. Val, I'm going to say that's your action to do...
Yeah. And then I want to... Oh, do I yet?
You've used your action, so it's bonus action time if you have one.
Well, I was actually to light the torch, but I was thinking I was going to. Yeah, I will cast spiritual weapon then.
Ooh, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
So it is going to be. It's going to be two stars, which are made up of prongs, but like two across like that, and then one across the middle. So they're 6-pointed, but there's two of them, and they're rotating.
Oh,
So it's a kind of like
it's a meat grinder.
effectively, but it's so it looks as though that there are these that it's stars pinwheeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Just because both of them are going around different directions, so it's these two sort of looks like a pretty star pattern which kills things.
It's starts going through the rats.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
the plan.
god! Yeah, fine.
So it's basically gonna. So what my plan is for it to attack a swarm, and it's going to do that by landing in the road and going as a sort of horrible lawnmower.
Make an attack roll, please.
Plan. Okay, where have you gone? So, knackers 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, it does. Oh, good.
Yeah. They're rats.
I'm so pleased. And then 9 damage. Bad.
You're just grinding through. Are you specifically going through some of the ones that are around Silver?
Yes, that's the plan. Yes, exactly. To get the shoot the closest one to the canoe, whatever it's. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are sort of
The threat.
clearing some space in front of Silver, so Silver can either get away or deal with the ones on her. Then that is crisis averted. Yes. The other guard, who is still in the guard outfit, is sort of trying to wade their way through the rats. It's just moving forward.
Look, I'm part of you. Get out of the way.
And will eventually reach you, Silver, and is going to attack you. It's going to pull a sword and just start slashing down at you.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not good.
That's an 8 to hit, so that doesn't hit.
No.
Oh my god, that's an 11 to hit. You're a rogue and very good at being dodgy. Also, you get the sense that they don't want to attack the rats. So there's sort of
There's too many of them. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Not my brothers.
Exactly.
brothers! Get out of the way, Terrence!
Terrence.
Oh, Terrence.
So
They're all
presumably
called
the
Terrence.
ones operating the arm cannot see.
Yeah, that too.
So
Yes, of course. It's a pretty random.
left a little bit, left,
Yes, exactly.
left.
Hack again.
Michael, damn it! Come on. We talked about this.
Really, it's your turn.
So
You can fly.
I can fly. That's a movement thing though, rather than
Yeah, it's just your movement.
Yeah, movement. You're out 60 feet of flying.
I sort of look around and go, not that gross. I say as I pick up a dead rat, grab the fleas and just fling them over at the guard, casting infestation.
Right.
So that's that guard needs to beat a 19 on a
On
Constitution roll.
roll.
Rough.
A
Also,
19.
Yep.
11.
Causing an infestation to a rat swarm is beautiful. I like that a lot.
Okay, it's an 11, isn't it?
And that sweet strat, that takes 15 points of poison damage.
Again, and the whole thing does sort of awful convolutions of what looks like a sea of rats inside moving around. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't there a secondary effect on?
Let's have a look. Infestation. Yes, I will roll a d4. And that d4 says 4. And that means that the rats run 5 feet to the west.
The horrible gyrating suit of rats is going to sort of loll itself out of range of your attacks, Silver, so you do get attack opportunity if you want to.
You don't. This movement does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, shame. Well, never mind.
Sorry, boss.
It sort of undulates horribly to the left, and it's just a little unnerving. It's a very weird thing that's happening there in front of you. Amarillo, so you joining Valzina and Trix in the sky?
I kind of was like, I'm not that gross, and then sort of like just sort of levitate up and float sideways and just hovering there, just looking down and going,
As you go up, I just mutter, How is she making necromancy lame?
God, that's cold. Wow.
You're a strong, independent woman who doesn't need to be told is you're fine. You're doing a good job. You're a good person.
Silver, it's your turn.
Cool. I take out my statue, throw it on the ground, and say, Jeffro, I choose you!
Nice.
And my flying Jeffro comes out, who is a giant bat, and kind of like more low-key and stealthy than my other pink versions of Jeffro. Still very fluffy, slightly glittery, with big rosy cheeks. And
Perfect.
he flies me up.
Gorgeous.
The rats get an attack of opportunity as you leave their space.
Bring it on. They haven't hit me yet.
She's going,
No!
exactly.
Ooh, that's a non-nat 20 to hit.
You could bonus action disengage, couldn't you? Because you're a rogue.
Ooh, I could, yes. I do that.
You do a cool, there's probably some sort of spin on the back of Jethro, and the rat says, "No!" flying past. Actually, that's not their voice. No. The four of you are now flying above the rats. Because the rats and the guard are now realizing they can't do much about this because you're flying, they will start to disperse. They're not sort of, we must all leave immediately, but they are sort of, the guard's staying and watching, but move to the side of the street so they can watch where you're going. I know that the guard is a suit full of rats, but it behaves like a humanoid for the time being. It's not a very smart one. The rats are still around, and there's definitely still a lot of them looking up at you and keeping eyes on you, but you are no longer in initiative because they can't reach you.
I'm going to sort of turn around. Does anyone have alcohol? Just a bottle of something?
It's not really a good time to be getting drunk. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not intending to drink it.
Ed, you're a cleric. Why are you making a Molotov cocktail?
Anything that's got fire in it. As I found when I tried to remove the rats from Trix, I now need something else.
I'm sorry, I don't generally carry any with me. I just don't.
Oh, well, neither do I. It was a nice idea, but...
I've just got oil, if it's just that you want to do burning.
That will do! Stuff a rag down the top of it. Start burning the thing and hurl it down into the... Try and get it as close to the guard as possible.
I will remove oil from my inventory.
Using your initiative, I like it.
Val, make me an attack roll with your dexterity.
Oh, God, stop it.
No. So I'm just rolling a dexterity roll and telling you what it is, huh?
Can I, seeing this, take it off and throw it instead, or can Silver throw it?
If you could stop me before I say what I've just rolled.
I take it.
Thank you.
Val's going to lean back to throw it and almost drop it in the process, and everyone goes, "Oh, no, that's a bad idea."
Well, if someone will, I'd be very happy for them to take. I'm not a
you look like your arm's about to fall off, so I got it.
Thank you.
Does your arm fall off?
Roll for arm.
Bend my elbow back for you.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Do I add my dex to this?
Yeah, make an attack roll as if you would throw a dagger.
Oh, cool. Let's see. What am I doing with my life?
Don't ask such questions.
Currently throwing a bomb into a street.
Yeah, it's a life well lived. So that is a 22 to hit.
Cool. There's no damage roll on this. You just throw this oil flask, presumably a very pretty oil flask that your parents gave you. Really, yeah. It impacts and just whoom, does the lovely sort of flame out, and the oil splatters and it's all on fire. All of the remaining rats in the area are shrieking and running away. They really don't like fire.
All right, we've got 10 minutes before we can no longer fly, so I suggest that we get down that sewer and quick, before the flying ends on the three of us. Obviously, Silver, you've got as long as you need.
Yeah.
One of us. Well, no. Let's go. Who shall go first?
I'll go first.
That is a very good idea.
The sewer grate, as you make your way down to it, it's made of metal and it is attached to the side of the canal.
I will pull it
I would say that you're probably at the end of your rage right now, so you can still have the strength advantage on the athletics roll to just brute force it off the wall.
This is a way to come out of your rage. It's like, oh, this is really heavy. I wasn't thinking it was so
22.
Do you want to describe how you do it?
I'm flying, so it's just pure arms, and I'm just gonna pull it and be like, fucking rats.
And yeah, like there's some faint like as you tear out the bolts in the wall and just rip the entire sewer grate of this about 10 foot wide, 10 foot diameter grate into this tunnel.
And then, if you don't mind, I'm gonna chuck it down the road where the bomb is.
Nice. Yeah.
In front of you, there is this tunnel that's
And
leading.
then I'm gonna turn to Silver and be like, I'm sorry, were we supposed to be vigilante quiet, or is this all right?
I mean, we've just thrown a Molotov cocktail. I think we use our public personas and don't bring the maskedness into this one.
Okay, fine.
Might damage our reputations.
Yeah, right, gotcha.
The tunnel going away ahead of you is made of stone. It has been carved out of stone. And it has various sort of ledges on the side that could be walked on potentially, and it is about at level with the canal, so there's a slow running slurry of water, and the water is foul. It's not necessarily like sewer filled with food.
Sorry, Chris, I couldn't have done that because I can't rage and cast spells.
Shame.
I mean, I can still pull it out. Like,
I think you still
flies back.
I still have a +8 to athletics.
I'm
But
pretty sure you would have done it
can't do
anyway.
with
We'll just have
advantage.
with it.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
8. That's very impressive.
It's your tank. Yes.
100%.
The water is foul, but it's not the foulness of it's full of effluvium and things like that. It's the foulness of stagnant water that's been stagnant for a very long time. It's mildewy. The wooden supports of all the buildings around you are rotting. Like it's just unpleasant water more than anything else.
I'm gonna fly through it.
Okay, you can all fly in if you want to. That's totally fine.
Yep. Keen to follow.
Is there a clear way to the place where we're going?
Well, no, it's a sewer. There's not like sort of this way too.
Does anyone know a way to find where we're going? Have a way to locate anybody, or
Oh no, I didn't pick it. I know, but I think I had locate person, but it was only it's only if they're 1,000 feet away, and also I think I'd have to have seen them before.
Living through my book.
Yeah, not really.
I could fly up high, get a lay of the land, find the location, report back down, and then we can meander in that general direction.
if we can fly, do we need to be in the sewers? Because we could just fly straight to the island.
That's true. We've made enough of a noise at them anyway, so they know we're coming.
Maybe this would be a good distraction technique. We could make it look as though we had gone into the sewers and then do something else.
There's a rat sitting on the side of the sewers looking at all of you that is more normal sized and doesn't have a weird red glow behind the eyes. Just watching all of you.
What are we going to do about this rat?
Like
him.
It's not concentration. I can speak to it. Hello, rat.
Hello.
Are you a nice rat?
I'm not like the others.
I'm French.
Do you like ratatouille?
I am. What?
Sorry.
The food or the film?
Do you enjoy cooking?
Do you know the way to the nasty lady's house?
Oh, hang on a minute. The rat will get up off the side, and as it does, it will form out, and a humanoid, a young man, is standing in front of you all.
Oh, good lord.
That's a person.
That
Yes.
is... Who are you?
My name is Jacques. I live here.
Oh.
This town is not what it used to be.
We're trying to get our way to the house in the middle of the lake so that we can go and kill a vampire.
You are here to defeat... Lady Jacqueline is a vampire?
Oh, no, she's got a house guest. Is she nasty, though? I could kill her, too, if she's a vampire.
Could you... This is awful.
Yeah, sure. No more questions needed. We're just going to...
Put it on the whiteboard.
I'm not even going to lie. Like 2 years ago, it was still somewhat nice, but she's given up the pretense entirely that this is even some sort of place of friendliness or kindness. This is her domain now.
Do you have any evidence that it's her, just so you know we're not killing an innocent person?
She gave everyone in the town were-rat lycanthropy, and I was born like this.
What's wrong with being a were-rat, though? Being a were-leopard's really nice.
Yeah, is that really a bad thing?
I've only ever known it as something incredibly awful that was forced upon me by the accidents of my birth, so forgive me if I'm not exactly excited about it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Do you know that if we kill this person, you will stop being a were-rat?
That's not how it works. This is my curse for now.
So it's revenge.
I could
I
probably
can get behind revenge.
talk to someone about that. There must be a way.
Oh,
No, I think we should let's kill the person who did this, I think.
No, that first, then
Right.
then that part.
Yes.
I must say this is not what I expected from a random day in the sewers.
So you're saying that everyone in the town is a rat?
Is a were-rat. Can be a rat.
What about the red-eyed rats that we just...
Oh, they are hers. She can see through their eyes and speak through their mouth.
So we didn't just kill a load of people?
Unless they were... I mean, some people decided to become her sort of, creatures, but most of us live in the sewers. The whole idea of living in whatever it's called.
Pontesmel.
Pontesma, thank you. The whole idea of being Pontesma was that we would give the pretense and she would lure more people in, but she's given up on that entirely now.
Right, okay. How about you turn back into a rat, I pick you up, and you fly with us for the next 10 minutes and point us towards the house.
I can do this.
Great.
She is very well guarded.
We're going to fly and talk because we're on a time limit.
Okay. Cool.
Can I just quick question? Is this technically a curse that remove curse could fix?
Hang on, that's really interesting. Can awareness be removed by the? I don't know.
That's a really interesting one, because if it's somebody's born with it, can you cure congenital curses?
I've absolutely no idea.
It's mad.
Hang on, I'm going to check. I'm going to check in with Jeremy Crawford, not personally. I'm going to check.
The interesting thing, though, is if we do take this off, this person's going to be much more difficult to transport.
True, but it could be a reward for helping us. As Amaryllis looks at the page, which on one side says bestow curse, on the other side says remove curse.
Yes.
It just sort of looks and I'm like,
Does remove curse, remove lycanthropy? A remove curse spell can rid an afflicted lycanthrope of the curse, but a natural-born lycanthrope can be freed of the curse only with a wish.
Oh. Sadly shuts the grimoire.
That was a really good question, and I didn't have the answers. That's
That's really
good.
interesting.
Some primo A-grade knowledge right there. So, good, right.
Files away in case any of us gets bitten. Just
Yes. You need a wish.
I think most of the party's immune to disease, aren't you?
I'm
not
definitely
immune
resistant.
to disease, but I can't be turned to a different kind
I
of
was just thinking
lycanthrope.
that T couldn't, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm resistant rather than anything else.
Okay, right. I mean, also, in some of your cases, like, two of you are part undead. I don't think you can... Oh, this is what Underworld's all about. Or Twilight, if you're younger. Okay.
Oh man, Underworld was so much better. It's such a much better film.
Same film as Twilight.
Chris,
very
nobody knows what you're talking about.
Sorry.
Shut up. Carry on.
Yeah, point.
You can fly your way through the sewers, and Jacques will point out, because you're still going to speak with animals.
Can I roll an insight check on Jack? Insight is not my greatest skill. I would just like to,
Can I help by just kind of looking?
Can I help by just kind of looking?
Well, I was going to say, it'd be nice to know how to help, but I don't think that Valzina would understand how to. They're very trusting.
Silver and Trix have a special bond. They've known each other for a very long time, and they are very close. So I think the ability to both insight and advise each other would be...
bit of side-eyeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a 15, which, given I have -1, is not bad.
Jacques is earnest and forthright. It sounds really, really bad. Like, could you see it from another perspective? Probably, if you want to. You might want to ask people about that at some point, but Jacques is telling the truth as far as he understands the truth.
I mean, I quite like being able to turn into a leopard, but I can understand you might not want to turn into a rat. But can you not get into really exciting places that you couldn't otherwise get into?
I mean, I've never really tried.
I mean, if the town wasn't so shit, would it be better?
It used to be really nice, apparently. It was before my time. But it used to be almost like a place where you would go to gamble and, spend a lot of money, drink a lot.
Don't bring back Las Vegas.
Well, I suppose we'll do what we can, and then maybe we can learn to like it, or at least live with it.
I had a rat phase when I was a teenager. I was really into rats for like a good while. Like I had cuddly toys of rats. I had like a little rat familiar. Like they're pretty cool. They're pretty cute. If you can come around to it.
I must say, you are 4 of the most upbeat people I've ever met, so that is helping. I get the sense that I could learn to like it more, I suppose. I suppose this situation is so strange. Oh, well, thank you very much. I will give it some thought.
Good, you do that.
You will make your way through various sewer. There'll be some points where you basically fly out of one sewer grate and into another, going between the canals, and you will eventually find yourselves in quite a low sewer. You go through one of those sewer drainage pipes that leads quite low, and you are now beneath the water table, and you can tell because everything around here is dripping and wet.
No, I don't like it. It's too wet. Silver, it's too wet down here. I don't like it.
We'll be out soon. Just tough it out. Just keep breathing.
No reaction for me. I'm used to being in the swamps. I'm just like,
Yeah, exactly. This is home.
yeah.
Trix, roll me a D100 to see when your flight spell stops.
Oh no.
Presumably, I would know when it would start.
Yes, I'm seeing how much more you have to go.
I'm just saying, don't drop us in the middle of the
I'm not
sewer.
going to drop you in the middle of the sewer.
59.
59. You can work out when to drop it, and you will be able to hold it until you're not far away from your end goal. So you don't have to spend time wading through water or anything like that. You will approach a point where these sort of very low pipes below the water table will start to slowly rise upwards. All of the sewers congregate under the villa. No one really knows why. Anyone I know who's gone up here has never returned.
Okay, that's great. We're just going to sit here for an hour now, if that's all right with everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Very good idea. Won't be any rats. We'll just lie down here.
It's got a short rest in the middle of this adventure. Bonk, there we go.
There you go. Just have that one. An hour or so. I think that works. I'm happy with that.
I feel like it would be sensible just to wait.
Really, I think it's a good plan.
Yes, here in the sewers. Good choice.
Yeah.
Suss it out.
Yeah. The thing I think I remember reading about Reborn is that we don't sleep per se.
Yeah.
We sit in dark reflection. I mean, I love the phrase, but really?
Yeah, if you could just go do that quietly. Thanks.
Right. Are you going to pause and sit in dark reflection for an hour?
Yep.
While
So I can get my spell slot back.
so
Yes,
Trix
please.
gets back the things that Trix needs to be effective, yeah?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, then it's a good time for us to take our break as well. Ideal. So, in this outskirts of the sewer...
So this is relatively common. This has happened on the road as well, where I've just been like, we just need to wait now.
Everyone needs to sit down right now.
We're done now.
on the outside of the whatever's underneath the Chateau de la Nuit, you are sat for an hour while Trix has a quick sort of recoup. And that's where we'll come back after our break. Thanks for joining us, everyone. See you for part 2 of Monster Hunters in about 5-10 minutes.
5 minutes. Bye.
we return to Monster Hunters, and our fabulous foursome have found themselves beneath the Chateau de la Nuit in the town of Ponta Esmel. Ponta Esmel, this strange town that appears to have a very serious rat problem. You're taking a short rest for about an hour while Trix regains the all-important spell slots. Anything in particular that you're discussing during your short rest? Jacques, the were-rat, who is one of the inhabitants of the town, has led you here. But otherwise you are in a large sewer that seems to be moving upwards again out of the sort of underwater table levels it was at recently to get underneath the Chateau de la Nuit.
You say that nobody knows why all of the sewers seem to congregate underneath the chateau.
No, it is a mystery.
Right. So, if we were to find out, what happens when lots of sewers come together? I'm asking.
A really bad smell.
Well, exactly. And you wouldn't have thought that you would want that underneath a chateau, I would suggest.
Well, unless all of your informants are rats, and therefore you need the
smell?
Well, the rat access.
It also does guarantee multiple exits. If something goes wrong, you can always flee into the sewers and get out quickly.
Does that mean one of us has to stay down here to block off the exits?
No, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna find Blondie. We're gonna kill Blondie. Then we're gonna track down the fancy lady,
Jacqueline Renier.
Rennie, eh?
Yes.
As in, of the Neverwinter Reniers.
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Okay.
That's quite a cool deep dive, though.
No idea where you were going with that, Emma. I'm sorry.
It reminded me of something else. That's all.
Okay. No.
Okay, and we're gonna ask her some questions, like why are you turning everyone into were-rats, and are you a rat?
What is the cause of this fixation? I understand. This is a good idea.
T, when we find Blondie, are you satisfied with your fists, or would you like the steak?
Please tell people who don't know what the steak is.
It is a special steak that basically just completely fucks over a vampire if you steak them. It just paralyzes them.
It's a super bad steak.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're there with the steak and I'm there with my fists, between us, he's definitely going down.
Okay. So you don't mind if he orders a steak before you give him a what for?
Well, I mean, the steak isn't going to kill him.
No. If anything, you can prolong his
paralyze.
suffering.
I mean, it's not very fun, is it?
I don't know what to say, but my God.
Amaryllis is kind of like the girl at high school. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but the cool kids are doing so. I'm like,
I don't know.
Maybe like once I've got a hit in while he's moving, then you can stake him.
Okay, you got it. This is all about you. I don't want to steal the thunder on this.
It's fine. I just like, it's that. I guess it's that kind of cat thing. Like I want him to be like
Still.
Moving.
You want to play a little game of cat and rat?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's not the rat. Jacqueline is the rat.
Right. Cat and
Vampire.
Cat and vampire. Well, that's us though.
We're playing a permanent game of cat and vampire. This is the best team ever. And also, really, and Val will be there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Totally prepared to take on a vampire.
Cat, vampire, hag, and dead.
Rat, whose name I have temporarily forgotten.
It's all right. It's Jacques. It's not like it's the most common French name you could think of.
Wait, you're called Jacques and she's called Jacqueline.
Yes.
J'accuse.
Good.
Are you secretly Jacqueline?
If you are, you have to tell us.
According
Do
to who?
I?
He doesn't know. He doesn't have to.
I don't think I'm Jacqueline Renier.
All right, fine. I accept your. I don't suppose you would have told us that she was evil if you were her.
Well, yes, I'm really in this for you to get rid of her. That is
All right.
Just so
Is
you
this
know,
trick-
this is some kind of 4-dimensional dragon chess. Like, you'll be in trouble.
I was going to say, is this Trix's version of good cat, bad cat?
No, Trix had a Hirngespeist, whatever.
Hirngespenst.
Yeah. Brain ghost.
No.
Are you all right to get back on your own from here? You're not going to get caught up in anything in the sewers, or
Oh, there's nothing down here that can worry me.
that?
I get an insight roll on that.
Yeah, that sounds particularly confident.
I will
Yes.
also insight that.
Sure.
19.
Oh.
Oh, that was a nat 20, so 28.
22.
I really get this rat, man.
14. I think he's Jacqueline.
He's not Jacqueline. He, as you may be starting to get a sense of here, he may have some sort of
Hidden agenda.
skin in the game here.
Cool.
I mean, Amaryllis and Balzina get that. Trix, Jacques Hughes is about as far as you go.
Still pointing the finger.
Hang on, have I got... Is there any way that I could tell how powerful? Like, if we're looking at I mean, not a demigod, obviously, but you know what I mean? Something...
I could ask the cat lord.
Do you just... Sorry, the thing is, because we weren't having that as a character conversation, I love the idea that Trix just turns around to Valzina and goes, I could ask the cat lord. Yes, okay.
Balzina, you could ask Sehenin. You are...
Oh.
Yeah, you are.
It's like,
I don't want to use that on this, I think.
Okay.
But yes, the suspicions are aroused. I think that's enough.
Well, don't let me keep you.
How will we contact you?
I will wait here.
Just
I
so
want
you know, if you run, we can track you back down
Oh,
and tie everything up.
I am aware that this is not... it would be foolish if I had brought you here in some kind of trap. That is not my intention.
What do you do, Jacques?
Well, I'm a were-rat. I live in the sewers.
Do you have society?
There are lots of were-rats in Ponta Espadrille.
Pontai smell.
There are lots of were-rats in Ponta Esmel, and there is a community of us down here. Yes, some work with the lady to keep the place the way it is, and some, like myself, think it is time for a change.
I agree. I think it is it's a sewer. I cannot judge too much.
All right. Well, let's go through this trapdoor and kill Blondie.
There isn't a trapdoor. It's the tunnel continues and curves upwards, so you can continue to go up the tunnel if you want
Go
to.
up this ramp and kill Blondie.
Before we
There
go,
is water-
can I just... Okay, can we at least try to stealth in?
Yes, we can try.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check.
There is water running down down this tunnel, so there are these walkways on the side, like most sewers have, that you could get up and down. But there is this sort of like run of water. Our puppy's having a bit of fun in the corner. There is a run of water going down this tunnel. If you fell into it, you'd probably get washed down quite far.
I would like to climb on the wall and do the...
You can spider climb. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Again, the reaction from Valzina. Wow, that's amazing.
I know, right?
Yes. Very cool.
Yes.
Can I tie Valzina to me, because I don't trust Valzina not to fall in?
You are very kind. I think that is very sensible.
What, the tall, jerky undead woman? Yeah, I'm sorry, undead person. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Totally valid.
Oh, is that what we're doing? I cast Spider Climb on myself and just sort of scuttle onto the thing. Okay.
Oh.
No one likes a copycat.
I'm just gonna turn to Val and be like, "Really's really not doing very well
Oh dear.
today."
That's a great shame. I'm not sure how many sidekicks you were looking for, but 2 might be too many. I don't know.
I'm coming round to agree with that.
If anyone's watching my face, you watch as dark thoughts start crossing. And I almost sort of like my face starts becoming more hag-like. And I'm like, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to be the rat queen.
It's all right. Silver can have you, and I'll have Rilly.
Silver doesn't want me, clearly.
No,
Right,
I'll have Rilly, and Silver can have Val.
I'm fine with whatever we choose. I'm just strapped to your back.
like a papoose.
My joints are made of dust anyway. It's whatever you pick.
I was just about to joke, have you got 2 left feet? Literally, have you now got 2 left feet?
Right there.
Cool, right, so you're making your way up the side here. The water running down at this point, and in fact this part of the stone sewer, there's a bit of moss and that sort of thing, but the water appears cleaner, fresher.
Feels like drinking water.
Do you drink some of the water?
No,
No, absolutely not.
not an
That's a
idiot.
very distracting thing to have on the stream.
I'm sorry.
It's
he
wonderful,
wants
though.
to be cuddled. I'm sorry.
Fine.
As you make your way up the outsides of this sewer tunnel, it will open out into a wide open space. Are you all stealthing? There was some discussion of stealth rolls.
Yes, I rolled one.
Okay,
Yes,
I will allow Valzina to have advantage on this because of being literally strapped to Trix's back.
Yep. And all I have to do is hide. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
This is positively positive. Well, I got a natural 20, so 19.
Which is the same as me, actually. I also got a 19.
Splendid.
I've got a natural 20, so that's 33.
13.
Rogues.
I'm sniffling.
Oh, Marilys.
I don't think anyone's ever really been horrible to me. My parents in their own way. Again, I'm trying to hang out with someone who I think is really cool. You know, again, it's like high school. I'm a teenager, and like the cool kids are just like, you can't sit with us. And we're like, fine.
There's time. You can still impress me.
This is
I don't think I can. I'm gross and weird.
It's amazing that all of us out of character are like, oh, Amaryllis, we so want to help you and be involved. In character, like, fuck you!
Fuck you, fall in the sewers. Don't get bitten by a rat.
cat world at this point.
I haven't done anything to Amaryllis.
No.
The other 2 have done more than enough on their own.
We are creating the hag even now. It's hard.
Okay, so the stealth rolls there are pretty decent across the board. The 13 is pretty low. I'm going to average it, so this makes more sense, which means it's balanced out by Silver's ludicrous roll. This space opens out, and if you look up, it's almost like a tiered stepped well. Every tier goes up and further up and opens out quite wide, all the way up to what looks like a sort of flat stone ceiling. On these tiers, on these around the sides of them, are various what look like doorways that seem to go in and out of these, and probably with steps inside leading up, you don't know. There are quite a few people in here, roughly 20 or so people, not at the ground level, at the various levels up at various sort of bits around the outside here, working with what looks like lab equipment. The floor level here is water. It's not deep, it's like maybe a foot or 2 deep. And there's a fountain in the center that's just bubbling out water that is flowing out and down these tunnels and out into the sewer system. You are in the water, so you're in the water a little bit. You can't not be in the water at this point to get out into this space. You are stealth, no one has seen you yet.
Really? Do you know what they're doing? Really?
Let me have a look.
What are you
Well, can I get Arcana, maybe? Sort of just a...
Yeah, I was going to say, that was the question I was going to ask, but let's do an Arcana check.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I would like to help with this if that's the.
That, by all means.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
God, I don't think you need any help. I think that's
No.
fine.
I mean, I think because I got a 24 and then a 17. So I think I was like, okay, I've got it. And then you're like, I'm going to help you. And I was like, what?
No.
No, like your finger like appears in the side. And he's like, look at that.
Look at that. I'm sure I can help you.
Appreciated. Yeah, so 24.
As you look out over this space, one of the figures will walk out of one of these lower levels, at the level that you're at, but you're all stealth very well, they can't see you. And they will walk out and take a vial of something and pour it into the fountain, and it will sort of dissipate into the water that then gets spread all over. Really, with that very high roll, they're doing something to the water. You don't know what it is.
Wow. Rolled really high.
Well,
See if they were doing something to the water.
Do you want to taste the water? I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. You could smell the water potentially.
Ed has made a leap here, but
If you've made a leap, then more than the water's weird.
Well, no, but surely if the entire town is being made we're mice, then this is the way to get.
We're rats, not we're mice. We're mice would suck.
We worked on mice.
I'm a weremouse.
Return of Fable. No, I think this would be the obvious way to get something which could infect everybody, because everyone has to have the water, and if it all comes from here, and this is the nexus of the sewage system, but also the water thing, then they have complete control over the.
That's very useful. Thank you. Yeah. Amaryllis, looking at what's been poured in and the way that and looking at it percolating down. You don't think Arcana's the thing we used here, so I'm trying to think of a magic way to describe it. You don't think that someone has used magic to infect everyone, or if they have used that might be the case. This looks like the opposite.
It's
trying to cure it.
Huh. Interesting. I think because stealthing still,
yes.
I shall just point over a message back to T and go, I think it's magic, but I think it's the cure possibly for the rat infestation. I would need to see. Is it 20? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it messages less prescriptive than sending, I believe.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder who they are. Should we go and talk to them?
I have no choice, but I would like to stay back.
Shall I go and talk to them? Millie, do you want to come?
Yeah, okay.
Also, nice one on the deduction.
Oh, now you're being nice.
Yeah.
That's sort of like, again, that sort of look of just going, but then there's also that feeling of going, well, the cool kid thinks I'm cool.
It's probably ever so slightly patronising because I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, God. Oh, you just made it so much worse.
Is this because you heard me cry?
Yes.
As you're thinking about this and thinking if you want to go and talk to someone, you hear a voice from above, and a figure is walking around the outside talking to various of the people here. She's wearing quite a long, quite nice gown. Looks a bit incongruous in the space, frankly. And as she walks with him, she's going, well, how is it going? Any progress? And it gets here sort of, no, it's still working. And there's a couple of well, work harder. And this sort of frustrated grunt, and she will continue to walk around looking at the work of everyone here. Trix, the Kill Bill eyes would be inappropriate because walking behind her, about 10 paces behind, just keeping an eye on things, is a tall, blonde man.
How am I going to get up there? Can I climb up there?
These archways appear to have the ability to go in and go up some stairs and things like that. You don't know where they go necessarily, but it looks like they're made to make this whole space go
I'm going up there. I'm not going to tell anyone that I'm going up there. I'm just immediately gone.
Well, but hang on.
You're still tied.
Yes, no, I am attached, but I'm assuming there is a knot that you can.
I don't even think about it, really.
No, I don't think you would.
No.
I'm just there desperately. Oh, good God! I don't think I'm supposed to be going this way.
I've been in that position. Just go with it until the right moment.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
In fact,
cool. In
I
which
think
case,
I think I'll shift so I have a slightly faster movement speed.
Okay.
I strapped to the back of a leopard now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Trix, do you say anything? Do you shout anything, or are you trying to be
No,
stealthy?
because I'm still trying to be stealthy, but just fast.
Okay. You cannot stealth
what I
and move
want
full
to do,
speed.
what I want to do, is go as fast as I can up, and pounce on him. This is the aim.
Okay, you'll be climbing up about
God.
50 feet and going over these various steps, because it's like a stepped well, there are levels each side. And if you're moving at half speed, what is your current speed?
40.
So 20. You could do it, but it would take you some time. Can you roll me another stealth check now that you're basically throwing caution to the wind?
I mean, if I'm throwing caution to the wind anyway,
It's up to you. You can do what you like.
Do I have to make a stealth check?
I could get there in a turn if I just go.
But then you wouldn't.
Yeah, because you have a climb speed, don't you?
No, I don't have a climb speed.
You can roll athletics then, can't you, to go really fast and climb
No,
up?
but if I'm just going upstairs and not climbing.
Oh, so you want to just stealthily quickly move up all the stairs and move as quickly as you can to get there.
You can't attack.
Wait, hang on. Do I need to climb or do I need to go up the stairs? Because you said there were stairs.
You could go through the archways and try and find stairways to go up through each archway, but you can't see them specifically. You'd have to go and look for them and try and find the ways up. Or you could climb straight up and go straight up the inside of this.
It's half speed. It's half speed if I'm climbing anyway, because I don't have a climb speed.
Right. Then in which case, if you're basically, that's my target, I'm going for my target, and you want to remain stealthy, you can move across the floor, get to the wall, and start making your way up and over, maintaining that stealth roll if you want to. So it's a 19, right? It's going to take you a while. That's my point. It's not. You don't do it. It's going to take you.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's not a turn. It's going to take you some
Apart
time.
from that, if he's just 50 feet straight up,
Yes.
I could just dash and go 40 foot up.
You'd be going 80 feet, but then you would still be 15. But you wouldn't be on the same level as him by the time you're in your turn, and you'd be very visible. Oh no!
I don't like it.
Have I carefully planned this out with
don't
distances?
like it.
You'll never know.
In which case, I will still shift, but I will stealth.
Okay, you can maintain the 19. 19's a good stealth
Around.
run. I think you both had that, so that's fine.
Yes.
Shush.
Okay.
Shush.
Yep. That's fine.
You are moving across the bottom, and you start
Prowling.
You're prowling across the bottom, and you get to the wall. Can you roll me an athletics check to start climbing?
Wait, I thought I was going up the stairs.
If you're going up the stairs, you prowl to one of the archways, and there are walkways either side of the archway that go up to the next step, so you can start slinking your way up very carefully and stealthily and prowlingly. No athletics check required if you want to do that.
Oh, I already rolled the athletics check. Is it quicker to go up the stairs or quicker to climb?
It's quicker to climb.
Can I climb stealthily?
Yes.
19.
Great. So you are, Silver, Amaryllis...
I mean, they've both got spider climb as well. So.
I know, but you see that Trix is going, and that Valzina is tied to Trix's
Also
back. and
going.
He's also going.
Very mobile.
The stealth is maintained for the
You
moment.
see that I'm prowling.
You can go with... You can do what you like at this point, but no one has seen you because the stealth rolls were so high, so everyone's just getting on...
Just a half leopard person climbing a wall
Yeah.
Thing to see here.
in heels.
Yep.
Heels.
Using them like crampons or whatever they're called. Ting ting
It's
ting.
just, it's just
Way
like
too loud.
Yeah,
upper
true.
body strength at this point.
Nice.
Open face rock climbing. Amaryllis, Silver, anything you particularly want to do while Trix does this?
I'm looking at Silver going,
Okay, look.
We do.
We should make a distraction. Here, put this mask on. And I just kind of fling, like, a mask I have. Okay,
Yes.
follow my lead.
What are the masks?
Well, mine is like a
Disguise.
kind of plague doctor-esque kind of
Oh,
Harlequin
cool.
kind of thing
Nice.
going on.
Why do you have... It doesn't matter.
I'm a raven. I'm a masked vigilante.
Oh, I see. So this is your raven mask you're
It
putting
is.
on. And what have you given Amaryllis?
It's just one of those little superhero masks. It's kind of like
Domino.
plasticky.
It's called a domino mask, yeah. So you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it spirit gum, so you sort of stick it on?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Adorable. Amaryllis, you are now a superhero. It looks like you won.
Amaryllis wins. This is so going in my diary.
I mean, Val won in another way. They get to climb this wall with me.
More time with me.
Yay. So you so you two put the masks on, and then what are the two of you doing down here? Because this is
I
happening.
would like to go to the opposite side of the room that Trix is on,
Sure, no problem.
and just go with it. It is I, the Raven.
Could that coincide with me leaping onto Blondie, please?
No, you're not there yet. This all happened very quickly. You're still prowling. You're like... dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. In the meantime, Silver has openly gone, it is I, the Raven.
Sidekick, the Plague.
Yeah. You could see me about to say something, and I was like, yeah, plague's good.
Plague's hard to take plague.
Yeah. I was going to go for something like the Night Hag, but this is
Raven and the Plague. That's
Raven.
That's pretty good.
You can all see, because some of you are climbing and some of you are literally watching this, quite a few of the figures around turn around at this shout and look down. The woman in the dress turns around, looks down, and this looks utterly perplexed. Next to her, the blonde person looks down. He's got very short blonde hair, very much like Spike from Buffy, and is just looking down across all of this with a look of, there's like almost wry amusement, like, what is this? They're not going to say anything. There's all
You
going to
can
look
hear
at
a little like rumble of a growl in Trix's throat as we're climbing.
Nice, very good, very good.
Can I jump on him yet?
No, everyone's looking at Silver and Amaryllis. What happens?
We are here to right the wrongs of turning people into rats. I mean, what are you, 14? Get over it already.
That's right. I don't have high charisma.
Play it well, sir.
The lady in the red dress is going to look around. I do not know who you are, Raven, but we are trying to cure the were-rats condition afflicting the town.
A likely story, you fiends.
I'm just mirroring. Just
Seeing that, I'm going to go, aha! It is a ploy. Just to keep going with the flow. You are poisoning the water supply. I can see it. It's clear as day, you evil villainous fiends and evil doers and just poop butts.
That's right, the Raven. Let's teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Jacqueline is going to turn to this blonde person, clearly just about to say, like, can you deal with this, please? And as she turns, she looks quite wide-eyed as behind him suddenly just leaping forward to attack.
Yes! Bring it on.
Roll initiative. There is a surprise round, but just so I know about reactions and that sort of thing.
Oh my god, okay.
How did this happen?
Bloody hell, I'm running really well on initiative. 16.
Also
Wow.
16.
Wow, who's got the higher dex mod? I don't need to ask. No, it's fine.
12?
12 for Trix. Wow.
A non-natural 20.
Holy crap.
Wow, we are on it today. Okay. Well, Ed, with that roll, you're still going third.
I know. Trying so hard.
Brilliant. Okay, we have a surprise round first. Silver, is there anything you want to do during the surprise round? Because you can see Trix is pouncing.
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 I'm gonna just kind of hold off and just kind of wait until the pounce has landed
Gotcha. Okay.
before doing anything. So I'm just gonna let her have a continue to showboat.
Do you want to roll me a performance check or something to keep drawing focus? I mean, the two people who you're probably most worried about are kind of distracted now. Well, Blondie isn't yet.
But in the process.
Will be.
So that was performance. That is 18.
Cool. Yeah, you're still drawing a lot of focus and attention, which will be important later. Right. Amaryllis, I will say that you will get put in part of the surprise round. Were you doing anything in particular?
This is the thing. I'm not touching Blondie. Did you?
Well, no, you're a long way away from Blondie.
Yeah, but not metaphysically. Going. That's tease, right?
Yeah. Deal with that.
Don't mess with the cat's food.
Yeah. This is the difficulty that the lady. Well, she says she's gonna fix things, but now we're fighting, working with vamp. I assume she's bad.
I assume she's awful.
I just,
No.
Let me have a look. What level can I cast this at? Level 4. Okay.
What are you firing?
I am firing something which is known as a phantasmal killer.
Whoa.
So,
wow.
Again, sort of like...
This is going to be impressive.
What's the range of Phantasmal Killer?
120 feet.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it just sort of rises up, and then the hairs started moving, and there's sort of this dark creature, and then just... So, this, at range... Mm-hmm. She needs to make she has to, again, I've got a good wisdom. She has to beat a 19 wisdom.
On wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
I've got advantage on these, but I don't think
19
it's enough. Yeah, I've got a high mod. Let's give it a go.
Okay, this is quite important.
Okay, so I've rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
And I have rolled an 18.
Oh!
This could be a problem.
No, I've got Amaryllis throws out.
Mm-hmm.
And
not me!
No, not you. It's not always about you, my friend. Although, that said, considering your backstory, every time you see like an aggressive spell, you'll be like,
no.
Yeah. Okay, so this is concentration.
Okay.
What I can't see what she can see, but something in front of her is the manifestation of her greatest fears. She's now frightened. If at the end of the target's turn, before the spell ends, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage.
Every round.
At the end of the
Every turn.
Every turn until they successfully save up to a minute.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's good. Keep doing that.
Is that on her turn?
Yes. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, she has to make a wisdom. If she fails, she takes damage. If she
Does she
succeeds,
take damage the first time it hits?
That's just that it's in. That's just that it's got.
It's there now. End of her turn. If she doesn't,
that means she gets 2 saves to not take the damage. So are you sure you don't do the damage once now?
A failure to save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns, before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
So the fear is the thing.
Fear is the thing, yeah.
I understand. And she's not scared of you, she's scared of whatever she's seeing.
Yes.
So she literally can't move because she can't move. Oh my God, that's really complicated. All right, I'll look it up.
You're not a nice person! Again, my hands are becoming clawed. I was like, oh no. Okay, hold on.
If you're not a
I think
nice
it's only good
person,
to keep Rillis around. She's scary as hell.
if you're not a nice person, there's no need to announce it, but that's good. Keep doing that.
She will scream very loud, very piercing. She's looking at Trix because she just saw that and is now scared of Trix. I think it's the only way we can make that sensibly work. None of you know what she's seeing in Trix, but she is horrified by it, and maybe that will come up later.
Yeah, she is.
Brilliant move. Amazing
Yeah,
stuff.
that was really flash, man.
Yeah.
Valzina, it is your turn. Surprise round still. What do you want to do?
Yes, well, so having had the spell fire past me, it's not at me, and then going like this, and what's going to happen is I would say level 5 spirit guardians. That's what I'm doing.
So suddenly you and Trix are surrounded by spirit guardians.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
What do your spirit guardians look like?
They're going to be reapers, like
Reapers.
clouds of like the hooded skull with a scythe, and it's the scythe because it's their time. They're like hacking away at the time you have left to live.
Is this doing necrotic damage?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm a death cleric. I feel like it's appropriate.
You have an ability called Reaper as well that adds something to this, doesn't it?
Oh yes, I do.
Well, just check that because death clerics are comparatively rare, so I don't know exactly how they work.
No, understood. There is Reaper, but I think it just means that I can get more targets or something.
Oh, you can double up on a cantrip, can't you? That's what that is.
No, it's not for this. No, because this may be concentration, but I could still do that around it, and that's going to be useful.
I understand. Gotcha. Okay, so Trix, you are now surrounded by symbols of death floating around you as you pounce towards.
I think I'm just laser focused on Blondie, so I'm not really noticing.
It is now your turn.
Yeah.
Blondie does go before you in initiative, so he has his reaction back.
Sure.
That's what I wanted to check. That was the important thing.
Bonus action rage.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm going to land on him.
Fine.
I'm just going to... Sorry, I didn't add to myself remind myself that I get 14 temp HP.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Four.
This might be necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Heal those. And I'm going to hit him twice.
Go for
it. With advantage, because...
Reckless attack, that's fine.
Reckless attack.
Yeah, do it.
That's 24 to hit.
Nice.
Okay. On the first attack, as you leap out towards him, he's going to pull his rapier out faster than you would think possible, and is going to quickly swing it through the air around and behind as you leap forward, and is going to parry that hit.
Yeah, he can only do that once, though, can't
Correct.
he? The second one is a 19, which would have been a crit if I'd had Hexablade Curse up, but I don't. For 27.
That hits. He knocks the first one out, but your second one, presumably with the Bite Me Fist on, reaches around and just thunk, hits him clean across the face.
He is a
He's
vampire.
undead. He is a vampire, he's undead.
So
Oh wow.
that is that, and I will Eldritch Smite.
Please do.
So that's 27,
Mm-hmm.
and then add another 20, 47.
47
And
points
he
of
is
damage.
not prone, and
he's not
I'm
prone.
standing on top of him.
Totally fine.
I look like myself. I'm just going to say, do you remember me? In
Nice.
his face.
Looking at you and looking at you in were-leopard form, because you don't look like the young.
I don't really care if he remembers me or not. It's just
Okay.
a cool thing to say.
Oh yes.
He's going to look confused. Good, right. That's the end of the surprise round. Silver, it is now your actual turn.
Whatever I did, it was the worst idea in the world. That's not his voice at all, but you know what I mean.
You haven't heard his voice yet.
Aha.
How far away is the action?
It's about 50 feet across, about 50 feet up, but with hypotenuses what they are. I would say you're within, if you step forward a little, you could be within 60 feet if you've got things that have 60 feet range. If you want to be within 30 feet, you'd have to start climbing walls and getting around very quickly. I don't think you dropped concentration on Spider Climb, and neither did No, you did. Amaryllis can't move because of Phantasmal Killer. It would have to move very slowly, but if you can Spider Climb up, you can get there faster.
Yeah, I'm going to try and spider climb my way to where it's going on for a bit of backup.
Cool. You can if you try and spider climb up now, you'd be on the far side and have to run around the edge of the well. Or if you wanted more of a straight line approach, you could run to below and then spider climb up to get closer. Like you could beeline it, or you could get up to their level and then move around.
I think I'm gonna beeline it through,
Sure.
so that I can do a sick flip onto the wall just to showboat a little bit.
Sure. I thought no one liked to show off.
Exactly.
They do when it's me.
Again, squinting. Broad hands.
What is your speed? Because you spider climb automatically and you'll still have it up. So
Yeah, it's 35 foot walking.
are you going to dash?
Yeah, I'll go.
Cool. You run across the middle, do a sick backflip onto the wall, and then just run up, making your way up this step well. You can make your way almost all the way there, but not entirely. You are making your way up, and you're within about 15 feet of action.
Okay.
You get to the end of that. You can dash as a bonus action, so you still have your action left. You could continue the dash to place yourself somewhere within this group of people if you wanted to.
Sorry.
You can dash as a bonus action, which you've already done. So you have moved 70 feet. You have an action left. You could use that action to throw something, to throw a weapon, or to do something else. But if you wanted to move the remaining 15 feet to get, like, in the middle of the fracas, you could, but that would take your action.
Can I throw the stake into the gentleman who ordered one?
He's currently prone. Disadvantage on the attack roll.
That's true.
Oh, bunga, yeah.
I want to try.
Go for it.
Yeah. I want,
Disadvantage on the attack roll, please.
Of course. Okay, so I got a nat 20 and then a 14, but the 14 is still a 24.
Yeah. That if you throw the stake, you can you arc it, it sort of pew, and then just lands over Trix's shoulder and just right into him.
Amazing.
What do I need to do? What's the setup with the stake?
Ooh, good question. So, on a successful attack, the vampire is staked. The staked vampire, it stays in them, and they're vulnerable to all damage, even the ones they're resistant to. Yep. Including the attack that stakes them. They must make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
I will burn a legendary resistance.
You should roll it first, because if you pass, you don't need to roll. You don't need to burn the resistance.
That's a good point.
Give it a try.
And it's very unlikely that I'll get that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I got a 19. It's close. I burn a legendary resistance.
But he's vulnerable to damage now.
No,
everything.
He's not paralyzed, but he is still taking. You have to because he's not Hang on, because you have to pull it out. What's the process?
And then they can make a DC 20 strength check as an action on their turn to try and remove it.
Wow. Okay, cool. He is staked but not paralyzed. That's fine. Screams in pain. It is awful.
I get damage and sneak attack on that, by the way.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That's amazing. Is this a turn of his?
No, it's not been his turn yet.
Cool. Just because he has to roll a Wisdom DC 16 when it is his turn for the Spirit Guardians, I presume.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was 32?
So 64 points of damage.
Oh dear, I hope I haven't killed him outright.
No, of course not.
Okay.
I knew who I was putting him up against. He statted well. Cool. Good. Right. That is interesting.
Damn right.
Okay, he's not paralyzed. Quickly run me through this. Can he still turn to mist? Can he still do all of his other vampire things?
Ooh.
Yeah, I believe that he can. So he can still do
the
magic.
stake would stay in him.
Yeah.
Cool. He is going to vanish into mist, which you can do.
Bastard.
He's a vampire. There is sort of mist now flowing around you, Trix. You don't know where he is, and he just moves.
Do I still get a sentinel attack on that? He's not teleporting.
Nice.
I'm just checking.
That's interesting. Because what are you going to hit?
The mist.
Well, I understand. Well,
Punch the mist!
Punch the mist! Yes, you can still attack him in mist form. Go for your life.
Can I still attack him recklessly?
You can't attack recklessly out of turn. Classic barbarian problem. Reckless attacks only on your turn.
Bad roll. It's 14.
Yeah, you pass through the mist.
Usually, are you sure?
Yes, barbarians cannot attack recklessly out of turn.
Usually it's if you haven't attacked recklessly on your turn.
Interesting question. Okay, no, that's I don't know. Again, Jeremy, help me.
Come to our aid.
Reckless on opportunity attacks. Yeah, there we go. Blah, 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 blah. can only be triggered on your own turn and only gives you advantage for your turn.
Okay, fine. Ow.
Being bitten?
No, jump tap.
Oh.
Oh,
Puppies.
fearsome beast.
So yes, the mist flows away from you.
They're really slow in mist form, though, aren't they?
Yeah, really, really slow.
Nice.
It moves 20 feet away, just into the middle of the space, just starts moving out over the well.
But the stake is therefore out of it, though.
No, the stick is still in it, it stays in.
Oh, wow. It stays, does it? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It is now his turn because he went into mist form. So at the start of his turn, Belzina.
Yes. First things first. So wisdom DC 16.
Wisdom DC 16.
Oh, it's half movement for anything that's inside the Spirit Guardians,
Yes,
by the way.
that's true as well.
Okay, the mist sluggishly moves
10 feet.
10 feet out into the middle of the open air. 10 feet out, that's what's happening. I rolled a 17 there.
Oh, poot. Well, actually, hang on. Is
Still half damage.
that right?
So it's full damage because of the stake.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yep, perfect. So get off. Sorry. There we are. Rolling. Can't even faintly tell. Wow, 27. Yes.
Right, it's necrotic, so I have to halve that again because it all bounces back and forth. So that is 13.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's not because of the stake. You're right, it is 27 points of damage.
Hooray.
Yeah. Cool. He's floating out into the middle of the space, desperately trying to get away because he knows he's in trouble. Good. Right. That's his action. Does he have any bonus actions that I particularly want to use? Can't take any. Yeah, I can't take any actions. Cool. Just floating out into space, trying to get away. Lovely. Amaryllis, it is your turn. You're still maintaining concentration on thingy. Would her turn in initiative outside of a surprise round count for Phantasmal Killer? I think it probably would, wouldn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. Then let's have that happen first.
It also occurs to me, Spider Climb is a concentration spell.
Ah.
So, in trying to be a cool kid, I've started falling.
Yeah, but you weren't that high. You were both standing on the ground level, weren't you?
Yeah.
I think then that's absolutely fine. Then I'm just
switched over.
It's the feeling you have like when you're walking downstairs and you miss one and you're like, oh no, I'm dead. And then you're like, oh, I'm okay.
No, it's absolutely fine. I'm still here. Yeah, exactly.
I land and I'm like, the plague.
Okay.
Like a magical girl move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the surprise round,
If we're still in the surprise round, he shouldn't have had a turn.
No, it's not. This would have happened in the surprise round. It's now Amaryllis' turn in the first round, but it should have happened in the last round because of complications around surprise rounds.
Yes.
At the end of her turn, where she can't do anything, is a surprise round. Just roll another wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Again with advantage.
Sure.
It's just magic resistant. 7. Didn't roll high.
Wow. 20.
So,
20 points?
That's 40-10.
40-10, I shall roll that, and that is 25 psychic.
Ouch. Okay, Amaryllis, it is now your turn. If you maintain concentration, she has to do it again on her turn, and you can do other things now.
Cool. Here. There's mist floating around. There's other people around us. Do they seem combative?
They are running. They are. I mean, it's still technically just the beginning of the first round, so they're all currently still looking agog. But some of them are doing the kind of this is a bad place to be right now, and are moving away. They don't look like they're going to take part in the fight. They have. The look of them is very much one of fear and confusion.
Just where we want them.
I think I sort of
Fear fusion. Confusion.
Again. Run away, innocent citizens! We will not harm you this day!
Amazing.
Because, again,
Adorbs.
we are
gesticulation.
just hand on hip and the arm is moving. Because Silver was doing a lot of gesturing.
Yes.
You know, and that is what one does when one is a superhero.
Can I just call back? You don't need to be a distraction anymore. You can be cool, please.
That will never happen, boss.
Cool. You've taken no action so far because
No,
talking
just again, for my own thing, I'm like, I told them that we weren't going to hurt them.
I helped.
You
You still have your entire turn. What do you want?
Great. Okay, so I'm back on here. There's a mist.
There's a mist.
There's a terrified woman in a
There's
dress.
a terrified woman in a dress.
You know what? It just seems mean to pick on her, but...
Go on, do you think?
Okay. Oh, Lord.
Okay. I did what I could, you know.
Deal with the mist. Oh, Lord.
Reach. Or I could go for the mist.
Do you?
Oh, actually, no, don't take it away from T. No, sorry, you're absolutely right. Sorry.
That's the thing.
Yep.
Scared of a vampire.
More
Scared of T.
Much more
That is
scared
the
of T.
correct way to be.
T has not been unpleasant to me.
No,
but
T's not pleasant.
I saw T yelling at a rat.
It was not okay. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Right. Flee. Just lob it at the back of this poor woman's head.
You're lobbing a flea at her.
Yep.
Oh,
That's infestation again.
Great.
Yeah.
oh, this
Ew.
oh, I don't think she's going to survive.
Yeah. Can she beat a con of 19?
She can
Is it
certainly
saving throw?
try.
And it's a DC thing.
17. Again, I'm just not quite hitting it.
Just from the distance, I watch fleas just in her hair doing 10 poison as they just start. She's terrified. She's having a terrible day. Now she's infected.
They don't do 10 poison damage because she is immune to poison damage.
Okay.
However, I think it still affects her, so this movement still happens, and she's standing on the edge of a stepwell.
I
Roll that d4.
That's a 3, and that 3 means east.
She stumbles backwards. She stumbles backwards down. I had 1 forwards, 2 into the wall, 3 stumble backwards, 4. She's sort of stumbling backwards, brushing fleas off, confused and scared by this entire situation and unsure of what the heck is happening here.
Okay.
Trix, it is your turn.
Can I leap across the stairwell and punch twice one in the air and then land on the other side?
Just, I think I don't know how to explain the space particularly well. It's a stepped well, so it's quite wide. You couldn't leap across the entire thing, but you could leap out and hit him and then land on the level below you. So you'd still be close to him, still be able to keep trying to punch him and hit him, but you'd be passing through him and
I would
as you
prefer
go.
that too. Just
Also,
because I'm
just to
still
be-
attached.
Just to be clear, Valzina's Spirit Guardians is effectively moving with you because
Yeah.
you're moving Valzina. So
Yeah.
if you keep staying close to him, he can't get away faster. Like, it's still bad because there's this
Yes.
aura of damage around you because Valzina's on your back.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm obviously going to try and get to him. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm below, which means I can't get back up.
Oh, you'd still be able to leap out and hit. Like, he's in mist form, he's currently very sluggish, and you are a leopard, you can leap. So you can keep leaping and hitting as much as you want to, that is fine. But he's going to try and get away. Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to jump at him and hit him twice.
You leap through the air and leap. You're basically
Presumably,
through...
he can't parry if his.
No.
I'm going to Hexblaze Curse him first.
No, he's in mist form, he can't parry, absolutely not.
I'm just gonna narrow my eyes at him and curse him.
I didn't know you know those kind of words.
But yes, you can pounce through the air and do 2 attacks, punching through the mist as you go through it. That's totally
First
fine.
one is a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Second one is a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
I will Eldritch Smite on the first one.
Totally fine. Don't forget to double everything. Because stake, cursed, awful.
Awful. So much trouble.
So much trouble.
Okay. Uh, 64.
Wow. Wow.
You leap through.
50 in 3 turns. Sorry.
You leap through the mist form, and just the first strike passes through because there's nothing really to impact. But as the second one passes through, it flashes and impacts the mist form, and there's the mist can't make any noise, but it does sort of like spark strangely in the air, and the mist form subsides, and he reappears in midair, falling down towards the water as it sort of reforms and goes. Your Mace of Disruption kicks in. What do I have to roll?
He needs to roll. Yes, a Wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
All of us are giving him wisdom saving throws. This is hilarious.
I've rolled a natural 20. He does not explode, but his corporeal form is going to fall faster because and fall through the air and lands in the water.
If he's going to fall, can I, rather than landing, just fall with him and on top of him?
Oh, yeah, of course you can.
He is knocked prone, so...
Yeah, of course you can. You punch him out of mist form, and he starts falling through the air. He's clearly absolutely wrecked, and is falling through the air with you on top of him, just meteoring down towards the water. Water is also bad for vampires, just saying. Like, he's in a terrible situation.
This is a pretty terminal death.
It seems it, yes. Right. It is... Sorry.
I should have done another...
This is flogging a dead horse at this point.
It's not dead yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's all in there.
It's all in there. You've done it all. Cool. Right, Trix, you are ready. And I think you land in the water because falling is 500 feet around. So you and Blondie land in the water with a massive splash, and you're just on top of him, just trying to...
And Val.
And Val.
Yeah.
And Val on the back's going, ah!
You go. This is very good and therapeutic, I'm sure.
Val's never gonna consent to being tied to me again.
This is way too much.
Also, Val's facing presumably backwards, so Val can't see any of this.
No, I just did the furious motion and snapping of bones that I can hear behind me.
Looking up at us, I sort of look down.
Please help me!
I sort of give a shrug.
I am tied to an avenging angel. I don't know what to do about it.
Val, roll me a con saving throw.
Oh, God, really? Okay.
Yeah,
You're going to pop your knees.
So, throwing my back out again. Oh, natural... No, it's not. I thought that was a natural 20. That's really annoying. 15, actually.
15. All of this violent movement hasn't... made any of your limbs pop out of their sockets. You haven't lost anything.
Oh my God, that one I really thought had dislocated my hip.
Lost my hip, just gone completely.
It's come out again, oh damn it.
You've not lost any of your corpus. You're fine. Good. Right. It is now Jacqueline's turn. Oh, she's unhappy. Oh, it's not going well. Okay. And she's terrified because what she sees in front of her is her worst fear, which we will cross that bridge when we get there.
And she's also covered in fleas.
You're welcome.
I don't think they're affecting her anymore, but they're sure there. They're in her hair.
Is it a cat because she's secretly a rat?
We can hope, T. We can hope.
Rats all the way down.
And she sees T, I think, as the sort of biggest form of her fear because of what was in eyesight at that point, yes?
Because it's a cat.
It's not a cat, it's not what she's scared of. Okay.
Oh boy.
I need to look at this carefully.
I hope it's not psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Good. Okay. She is going to cast Firestorm.
Oh, crap.
On the base of the well.
Nobody have counterspell? Oh, I have counterspell. I can't cast it.
Do I have Dispel Magic?
Dispel Magic doesn't help you. You
It's
need
not a
counterspell.
reaction.
Damn it.
I can't cast.
She's going to blanket the bottom of the well with fire. Unfortunately, she's also going to hit Blondie because she's too scared to be too careful with this. It's
As I've said previously, I don't care how he dies. As he
It's
dies.
gonna happen.
all I want him to do is have a turn. That's all I want. I want a She's going to blanket the base and the water and just explode the entire base to try and burn out this thing that she is most scared of. 10 by 10 by 10 foot cubes. Yes. Each cube have at least one face adjacent to the face. That's fine. Okay. Can everyone apart from Silver please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, good. Well, hang on. I'm restrained as well, am I not?
It's an effect.
It doesn't really make that much difference, to be brutally honest.
It's an effect that I can see, so I get advantage.
Yes.
Well, that's not helpful. I rolled a
16.
5 and a 6. That's a 7.
Cool. You both fail. You all three of you fail. It's nice and easy.
Yeah.
And Blondie.
Burns.
Blondie, do you fail as well? Probably do, but
Yeah, I'm surprised.
no, it's a 21.
Indeed.
Now you've woken up.
It's fine. I mean, he'll take half damage, and he needs to be under 25 hit points for my thing to kick in, so even half damage is gonna...
Yeah, it's pretty bad at this point. Right, so I need to roll a lot of dice.
I mean, the thing is,
Yes.
I'll be fine,
Yeah.
but our
That's
only
the only
healer...
important thing.
Our only healer is gonna go down, probably. And then what?
That would be a shame.
You all take 32 points of fire
Oh,
damage.
that's not a lot.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Half to 16 for me,
Half to 16. Why is it half to 16 for you?
because I'm resistant to fire damage.
Ah, of course. Okay. Why are you resistant to fire damage?
Because I'm resistant to all damage that isn't psychic, because I'm raging.
Oh,
Obviously.
totem.
Nice.
Barbarians. Yeah, and Blondie also only takes 16 points of damage, which I'm going to say is the saving grace. Good.
Hang on. Did you say 32? Sorry.
32.
Yes.
So she blankets the bottom of this thing with fire. She is also going to scream, and you all hear, coming out of the various tunnels, shrieks and patters of feet running up into this space.
Oh, okay.
Yup, yup,
Here they
yup.
come.
Here they come.
Turns out Blondie was not the biggest test.
Here come the fuzz. Blondie on the floor is going to use a legend.
Has she done her wisdom?
Oh, she has not. It is the end of her turn. She does a wisdom save. Thank you. I missed that.
No problem.
So much going on.
As I slowly learn.
Oh, you need to make con check.
Oh, you need to make concentration check
Yes.
because the damage hits you first. Yeah.
Cool.
32, so half that. You haven't got Warcaster, have you?
No.
Okay, so you need to make a
16.
16 con save to maintain the spell.
I do not. So
She
it
doesn't have
drops.
to. It drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Gone. Right, that's the end of her turn, at which point Blondie will use a legendary action, because I can now finally do it and it makes sense to do it, and is going to just launch up and bite you, Trix, just straight up out of the water at you.
He gets advantage because I attacked recklessly.
Yes, he does! How the tables have I don't think this is going to save him.
Hang on, you've got to make the wisdom saving throw for the Spirit Guardians now.
It's nice turn. It's a legendary action.
Oh, fine.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Perfect. You take... So I'm adding things up.
Sounds
Perfect.
dangerous.
You take 20 points of damage,
So-
piercing and necrotic. I don't know if they use
10. No, only psychic.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, that's not that bad. Okay.
And you regain some hit points.
Well, I only took 10, so...
He gets 5, presumably.
The target's hit, blah, 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 blah. Your hit by max is reduced by
10.
10. Yes, that's done.
He only
And-
took 10.
And Kerestra regains hit points equal to that amount
Which was 10.
because you halved it. Yes. Okay, so it regains fewer hit points. Still hit points. I'm taking them. Shush now.
I did the same thing that I did in Baldur's Gate, which is just laugh at him.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. The rats are swarming up these corridors and are going to very quickly fill this space. there's enough rats around Amaryllis, Valzina, and Trix now that they are just piling in on top. It is now a sea of rats in the bottom of this thing, and all three of you are in it.
If it's the rat's turn, they need to save for the Spirit Guardians.
That's true,
They're
they do.
in the Spirit Guardians.
Okay. It's wisdom saves, yes?
Yes, 16.
Thank you. 1, 2,
Although technically Spirit Guardians is concentration as well, Ed.
3. Interesting. Let's have the concentration check on Spirit Guardians first, although I believe you do have Warcaster, don't you?
Yes, I think I did take that.
Yeah, so you have advantage on the con save, and again it's a 16, because you
Yep.
took 32 points of damage.
I did. Ooh, that's not a good start. That's a worse... it's gone.
Never mind.
Worked well to start with.
It did well to start with, and also Blondie doesn't take it at the start of his turn, thank heavens. So, this is good. Right. The rats are swarming around all of you, and 1, 2, 3 of you are all going to start being aggressively bitten by rats.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit you, Amaryllis.
Yep.
Does that hit you?
Yes.
That's squishy Amaryllis.
I'm not I can't wear armor.
Yes, of course. Shame.
Why not?
Do you have the mage
I don't have
armor?
proficiency in any
Oh,
armor.
you're wizards, of
Do you
course.
have,
You're
do
a
you
wizard,
have
Harry.
the armor of the mages?
Not in this book. It's all about weird tentacles.
That's cold. So is there anything to protect myself? No.
You take 16 points of piercing damage from the rats.
The rats.
And they're also latching onto you.
Oh, God.
Trix, I didn't roll the attack roll, I just rolled the damage. That's silly. That'll hit you, that's 23.
Yeah.
And it's with advantage as well, so make sure it's not at 20. It is not. You take 12 points of damage and they're latching onto you too.
6.
And Valzina, 12 to hit you.
No.
I will attack. I'll take my sentinel attack on the ones that are attacking Val.
Sure.
Thank you. Awesome.
It's a 12.
It doesn't hit. You're just flailing at the rats all around you, and they're latching onto you, and it's really unpleasant. Good. Right. Excellent. Fantastic. Top of initiative. Silver, it is your turn. Blondie and Valzina and Trix have all vanished in a sea of rats. First water, then fire, then rats. So
Fire
Biblical
is
plagues and
elements.
everything.
Is the fire still there?
no, the fire burns out. It's just
Okay.
a lot of the water got very warm and evaporated, but there's still water flowing out of the central fountain, so it's still running water, which is bad for vampires.
Yes.
Cool. Is the lady still up here?
She is. She's looking down at, frankly, Trix, because has associated Trix with her worst fear, thanks to Amaryllis, with it's not anger, it's frustration and fear and unwillingness to believe in it.
Can I very softly and quietly walk up behind her to murder her? Hopefully.
Let's see.
Now.
You moved really, really fast to get here to the stakes. You're currently not stealthed. You could hide as a bonus action. You're not like in her eye line because she's very focused.
Oh, can you not just move stealthily in your turn?
You can, but you're currently not in stealth. You are not hidden because she knows where you are.
Right,
Then you have to take
okay.
an action to stealth.
You can take a bonus action stealth. You're a rogue.
That's true. So I could bonus action stealth and just kind of...
You could very carefully try and stay out of her eye line and then do your
I
business.
would like to do that.
Please do. It'll be against her passive perception.
Okay.
Might be quite high.
So that is... what's 18 plus 13?
Bloody hell.
21.
31.
31. Yeah, she has no idea you're there.
I think that's the highest roll I've ever seen. That was amazing.
No,
I mean, I got
No.
33 earlier.
33 earlier.
Did you? I
Yeah.
didn't even notice.
In Gloom, I swear we got a 40 at one point, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was past that
Past
trace on
that
top of it,
trace.
It was
wasn't
past that trace, yeah. And I think there was one where it was past that trace and a nat 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
I
There's a
think
lot.
David might have rolled that one.
Fine.
But anyway,
Let's-
yes,
let's keep going.
let's keep going. Yeah, you sneak up behind her. Please do. She's just staring down at not Trix, but Trix.
Yes.
She's not got the Phantasmal Killer up anymore, Chris.
Oh, is it gone?
Yeah.
Yes.
concentration
Yeah,
drops.
that was my. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
this
Sorry.
time it is.
Then in which case you're still looking down at all of this, but I think it's more confusion and you're beating up my boyfriend.
Oh, they're dating.
I know that means she needs to die. I didn't realize.
I got
You
27
leave my
to
man
hit.
alone. You hit her.
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
Are you sneaking up behind and stabbing her in the back? What's the visual?
I'm sneaking up behind and trying to do like a throat slit.
Nice.
Because
Remove the head.
let's see, where is that? There we go. Let me just roll these dice. Give me one moment. Okay, so that is. Oh, okay, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
This is good.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, that is 30 of the damage.
30 of the damage.
30 of the damage.
You slit it. You cut across her throat aggressively.
And I think there's some whales of the grave are due.
Are they also going to attack her?
Yes, I can do the damage to both her and another enemy of my choice, which is going to be Blondie. No, it's necrotic.
Blondie Steak.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yes.
Cool.
How far away does Whales of the Grave? How far can the whales travel?
Yes.
Over 1,000 miles if I feel like it on that day. How far can the whales travel? Seriously.
30 feet.
Oh, they're further than 30 feet down. It's 50 feet up.
Fair enough.
Are there
If
any
there's,
rats?
if there's a rat,
Oh, kill all the rats with it. Yeah.
I mean, the rats are also 50 feet down.
okay, it's
Piles of rats.
So a 24 high pile of rat. I'm going to say
Slay the
yes.
rat mountain.
oh, I'm rolling so many sixes on these today. That's another 14 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Yeah, she chokes and just like coughs forward because she's had her throat slit. It is bad. Cool. That's awful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right.
Welcome.
Any? No, you've done everything. At the start of Blondie's turn, I have to work all of this shit out. Hang on a second. So, the Spirit Guardians are gone, so I'm going to worry about that.
Yeah.
However, I am in running water, so I don't regenerate.
Oh,
That's bad.
this is good.
And he'll take damage if he ends his turn in running water as well. Running water sucks for vampires. Okay. This is all kinds of bad. Okay. He's under Trix, looking up at Trix, covered in rats. Covered in bees. And is going to say... Yes. 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 And is going to look at you and say... I have no idea who you are.
Makes it so much worse.
And I know you think you've won this, but I'm so much more than you. And it's going to cast Anti-Life Shell.
Oh, the little.
Life shell.
Got that.
A shimmering barrier extends out from you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. The barrier lasts for the duration. The barrier prevents another creature from passing or reaching out. Each creature can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or reach weapons through the barrier.
Did that? What am I again? Am I a construct?
You're undead.
Or you
Still,
construct.
but still, either way, I'm still a possibility there. Good.
You can cast spells through it.
You can cast spells through it, it's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they stole my steak.
Oh, we might.
He's going to get up. The force of this will push you, Trix, back and away, because that's the whole point of the spell. And he is going to run up the stairs out of the water through the rats that also just go and pushed around like a what's it called, scoop, like a cattle scoop at the front of a train, just go flying around as he runs through and up onto the stairs. So he's out of the water, and he's going to run into one of these stairways that's going up and stay there. You can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he's no longer in water, so that doesn't happen at the end of his turn. Good. Jesus Christ. Okay, right, that is the end of his turn. Amaryllis, you are covered in rats. At the start of your turn, you take 3 piercing damage from all the rats that are latched onto you.
That'll be fine for the moment.
Like it's the first time I've had rats gnawing on me.
That was a hazing ritual, wasn't
it? Yes, my parents going, it's good for you. Take a rat bath. You will gnaw away all the dead skin, Amaryllis. And then you will be truly ugly. And this beautiful green woman just sitting there going, I do not like this, parents.
This is what I want. Wow.
It's your turn.
You have boo-boos. Okay, so I'm covered in rats. Is
Fire.
there...
Lots of fire.
Yes. Blondie's gone.
Blondie's running away.
I've got a plan.
How far... Can I see him?
No, he's run into
He's gone a different...
He ran into a tunnel. The tunnels don't go like, tunnel goes way down. It doesn't. The tunnel is short, and then stairs go up. It is a step well. You have to run through to get up. So he can't stay out of cover he can't stay in cover forever.
And Silver
Can't stay in
and...
cover for one turn.
Silver and Flea Ladies up above me.
Flea Lady.
I don't think she deserves to have a proper name.
Oh, I touched her and she's covered in fleas.
Yeah.
Oh,
You touched the flea bag.
You now have fleas.
Oh.
I'll prestidigitate you later.
I'll remove curse fleas.
These fleas are stronger than your curse. No,
Yeah.
they're just
So they're up on another level.
yeah, they're about 50 foot up. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to sort of turn myself to aim not near, because I can't get them and I can't get anyone else. So I'm just pivoting away from anyone.
Okay.
I cast Tasha's Caustic Brew, which means acid just from me in a stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 foot wide.
And
So I'm
you're just regurgitating this?
yeah, just acid blasting the rats off me.
that's a bad reflex. That's
More like Tasha's caustic chunder.
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm kind of having a bit of an anxiety moment.
This is what happened.
And
Tasha's caustic chunder.
yeah, and I'm glad my new friends aren't seeing me finally vomit acid.
You feel
Okay.
like Silver just kind of shivers wherever she is.
You don't know what, but you know something
I'm
very
getting such strong Mystery
Yeah.
Men vibes. It's just not cool. I can't.
What am I trying to do here?
Okay, what do the rats need to roll?
They have to be to Dex 19.
Dex 19.
Jesus. They might
I mean,
be
it
able to
seems
do
extremely unlikely. They rolled a 19!
that. Damn it.
Okay.
Ah! I need
Each
my dice
creature
to
in the
come
line
through.
must succeed in dexterity throw or be covered in acid until I guess I just
Shunned it everywhere and it did
For nothing.
nothing. It did
Oh,
nothing.
that's a shame.
Hang on, it's 30 foot long and 5 foot wide.
yeah.
You'd hit more than one swarm.
set of rats.
Yeah. The ones that are on you, nothing. The ones that are slightly further away just start screeching, all covered in acid.
So I have hit them.
Yes, you have hit them.
Amazing. I did that at 3rd level, so my horrible spew has done 15 acid. No, poison damage, yeah.
A wide swathe of rats just collapses and starts to it just dies horribly, vomiting all over itself with other things.
Wow.
Power move. Do you want to move?
Covered in rats.
Covered in rats. Covered in bees.
I think very sort of stompy going up the stairs.
Are you going down the tunnel that Blondie went down?
He will kill me, but maybe Trix can save me. I'm coming.
This is not a wise way to think about this.
You are walking across the entire space. So maybe where you warmed up the dead rats, you're sort of moving through it towards that space. That's fine.
Again, just stomp.
This is not the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but it's fucking close.
Valzina.
Right. So, well, okay, I'm still tied to Trix, am I not? Fine.
You could untie yourself if you're really unhappy about
Ed,
it.
do not
No.
untie yourself.
No, certainly not. It works very well. I'm on the back of the tank. It's great. I'm just trying
You're the gun turret.
Yes, exactly. Basically.
Pew pew. You're also
be...
not currently being nommed by rats. In a rare change from the rest of this adventure, you are not being nommed by rats.
This is good. How hurt is everybody, and how close is everybody?
I have 77 out of 83 hit points.
All of that, and Trix is fine.
To be clear, my max hit points is normally 93. It's been reduced by 10.
Oh, nice. Yes, okay. Well, shame.
I'm very hurt.
But you just wandered away from us, haven't you?
No, she's wandered across the space, basically walking past you. There's been a lot of movement around this space.
I'm in perfect health.
I'm about to go towards Amaryllis, so you could probably knock her on the way past if you want to call the spell.
Amaryllis is stomping, covered in rats.
Exactly.
Just
covered in rats, a little bit of caustic slime.
Yeah.
Yep. I am going
bees,
to.
Apparently.
Yes, I'm going to go. Whoops, not that one. I'm going to go for a third level cure wounds on you as I go past. Then.
Okay, so you're holding a third level cure wounds. That's fine.
Yep. Bless you, my child. And that
Valzina says, "Bless you, my child,"
in a very, very ironic way.
Normally, I would like to say thank you, father, but what it doesn't work. I'll just thank you, friend.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, you're holding
that's 13 health you get back.
Because Trix is about to go past you. That is perfectly fine. No problem with that at all.
Cool. Otherwise, that's my action. Yes, in which case I'm. Oh no, I can't cast two in the same go. I can't cast spiritual weapon now, can I?
Nope.
In which case, no, I can't do anything.
Right. At the end of Valzina's turn, Blondie is going to dash and can move as a legendary action, and is going to run out from the corridor that he was in and run up a level into the next one, again keeping in cover.
It's not going to matter.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to run to a point where I can see Blondie.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how far away he is, just need to be able to see him.
Cool. You run, and in the meantime,
and also
Valzina,
going past Amaryllis.
Yeah, Valzina just.
I can run 40 feet.
Yes, so you are able to run up the first bit into the next bit, and you run into the corridor. The anti-life shield is still repelling you. You can reach a point.
I'm not trying to get into melee with him.
Yeah,
I just need to be able to see him.
You can reach a point where you can see him crouching in the stairwell as you pound up and sort of land looking at him.
Just to be clear, I did run away from rats.
Oh, thank you. Yes. You also have rats on you.
Yeah, I'm taking those ones with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
As you run out of the swarm of rats, does a 21 hit you?
You didn't roll out that with advantage with you because I'm currently not reckless.
No, it's a flat roll.
Yeah.
You take 8 more points of piercing damage. And you therefore have 2 lots of rats on you, so you take another 3 piercing from all the rats. You're basically covered in rats right now. Valzina, it's forced movement, so it's not attack opportunity.
3 halves to 1.
3 halves to 1.
Once I get to the point where I can see Blondie,
who looks at you with a sort of... Oh.
I will use a bonus action to end my rage, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Go for it.
Tricks after my own heart.
That's a 19, which means it's a critical hit because of the...
What's the total number?
27.
Can't deflect it. Yeah.
Because of my Hexblade's Curse.
Yep. And it's critted.
That one's a 13, so that one's not going to hit. And that was a natural 1, but it did roll a crit.
Ooh. Yep. So roll the damage on that, and we'll see what happens.
And it doubles because of
because of the stake, which is still in him. Yeah.
So that's 18 add 4 because of Hexblade's Curse, which is 22, double to 44 points of damage.
Wow.
He looks at you aghast as you turn around and drop the rage and shoot an Eldritch Blast, and...
I think I've ever cast an Eldritch Blast as Trix because it's not really my thing. Mm-hmm. It's like a kind of a last resort, but it kind of... it's just like a beam of black light from just straight out from a hand.
Nice.
No quips, just like staring at him because I know that I'm better than him.
You hit him. Obviously, the anti-life shell fades completely, and he screeches and once again turns into mist. He's now got to get to his coffin within the next 2 hours, otherwise he will... Well, he can still be attacked in this form.
Let's do it.
Chris, I'm a vampire hunter. What is the process here?
You have to destroy the mist. All you have to do is attack it and hit him. He's got basically effectively 0 hit points at this point, but the mist form can still be attacked. This is effectively him knocked out. Vampires, when they get knocked out in mist form, make their way back to their bodies, but the mist form can still be attacked.
Somebody kill the mist!
Is my stake mist?
Yes, technically.
It's held in the mist.
Yeah, technically. Vampires are very hard to kill. This is just a thing about vampires. Right. Rat ladies go.
Oh, how are they still alive?
If
She's
the
still alive, sorry.
anti-life shield has ended,
Yes.
can I get up to him? Do I have enough movement to get up to the mist, where the mist is?
I would say so, yeah. Why not?
I would like to be, like, right next to...
In case he moves and then you can...
Correct,
Yeah,
yes.
that's absolutely fine. Of course
Well,
you can.
you see, now I've just got an image of you going...
Like you're
him in
standing in the centre of his mist, just going, just
Just
tempt
move.
me, motherfucker.
Go on.
Just tempt
move.
me. Cool. Jacqueline is in the middle of this. Jacqueline is going to turn around and look at Silver. Just look at Silver. Where you slashed her throat, the slash heals over as she shifts into were-rat form.
It's rats all the way down!
And she looks at you, gazes into your eyes.
How big of a were-rat is she? Because if she's like a little were-rat, then like she's looking at Silver's feet.
No, she's not. She hasn't transformed into a rat. It's a hybrid form that has like long snout, whiskers, features. But she's turning and looking at Silver, and what she says very quietly is, "You're not going to stop me from breaking this curse." Roll me a wisdom saving throw, Silver.
Oh.
That is a flat 17.
Oh, okay.
DC was 17. You are not dominated.
Yes! Good. Good.
I don't understand what's happening. I thought she did the curse. What?
Yeah, I know.
Did she make all these people wear rats so she could experiment on them?
You will potentially find out, although we're probably going to overrun. Right.
Okay.
Probably already
We
have
just kill her
overrun.
going, no answers!
No, we'll tie things up. It'll overrun slightly.
Kill Blondie.
Yeah, we killed them.
Yes, that's...
Right, good.
No, not quite dead.
Not
No.
quite dead yet. No,
So
not
close.
quite. Right, the rats at the ground level, there's no one there to attack. And quite a lot of them are poisoned. There's still a sea of rats down there. They're going to start, and Silver, you see this best, bizarrely, because everyone else is sort of in cover. They're going to start crawling up the walls, just making their way up, and sort of funneling towards her, like she's going to surround herself by rats. They don't make it to her, but yeah, this is
She's
just a
gonna try
wall.
and have like a mech made of rats.
Maybe.
Oh, it's
This
great.
Batman
Rat mech.
Ninja.
I loved Batman Ninja. It is so off the wall and stupid.
Yeah.
I loved it to pieces.
It's
Cool,
incredible.
right. It is. Right, the rats are just go crawling up towards their queen. Good, right. That's the end of that. Silver, it is your turn. She's just looking at you, part rat, with all these rats just like appearing slowly from the ground and behind her.
Do I have time just to be like, wait, break the curse? Can you explain? No, you're rats. Just gonna leave me with that? Okay, right, whatever.
What's the best way? Roll me an insight check.
Okay. Oh, I'm actually good at insight.
Mhm.
Okay, so it was a 2, but that doesn't count because I'm proficient in it. So it's actually an 18.
I love Rogue.
Okay.
I love Rogue so much.
Rogues. She is angry that she was forced to shift into this. She doesn't like being a were-rat. She probably infected a bunch of people with were-rat lycanthropy and then went, actually, I don't want to be a were-rat anymore. The fact that others might get healed by it is irrelevant to her. She's trying to fix herself.
Right.
And she's using the town to see if it works.
Oh, wow.
Right. So it's likely that she made everyone wear rats in order to make them not wear rats anymore.
She made them all wear rats to share her curse and also to try and work out how to heal her curse by testing it on people who have all probably died horribly.
Yeah.
You read that from her face because I want to make sure we understand the plot.
Now
So I
at least
murder her
Trick-
horribly.
She's not great.
There's probably another way to break this, and she's a piece of shit. So
What would you like to do?
I would like to.
She can definitely see you.
You can,
Yeah, she can
Oh,
definitely see me.
Rogue's bonus action steady aim now.
Rogues can bonus action steady aim now that is a thing they can do.
What is that?
Steady aim is a rogue thing that lets you target a hit. It gives yourself advantage on the attack roll. It means that a rogue on their own is no longer terrible.
It means that because you have advantage, you can get sneak attack.
Exactly.
Okay, I would like to do that.
It means you burn your entire turn on that one attack, so you've got to hope it hits, and if it doesn't, you can no longer dash, disengage, or hide on as a bonus action. It's dangerous, like it's a risk.
Can I still move?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but not out of the way.
We can't disengage.
got disengage.
Right. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, that scans.
Yeah. Gonna go with my rapier. So that is a 22 to hit.
It does, yes.
Nice.
Excellent. So, Woohoo! Okay.
Good.
Sounded good.
It's been one of those
Very
days for you,
nice.
hasn't it? Every roll's been amazing.
Silver's just up there being like, this is the big bad, folks. Folks.
Dealing with this here.
One-on-oneing the big bad. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
And Amaryllis.
Rats!
So that's 38 on the sneak attack.
Oh my god, she's
Boom.
not dead.
And
But
then
you
obviously
stab
that was
her,
the
like-
grave as well.
Sure, please.
It's cooler than that.
That's really cool.
Presumably you could now get some of the rats because they climbed the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Could whale some rats.
Yes, I will do that.
Wheel down some rats.
So both she and some rats get a saucy 16 necrotic damage.
She's looking real unhealthy. Behind her, some rats just flying off of her back. Oh no! Why?
I had so much to live for.
You want to absorb any rat souls into your trinket necklace?
Oh, go on.
Rat souls.
To share the space with your dad, that'd be lovely.
No rat
Fair
friends. Yeah.
I've only got one spot left, and I want to leave it for the rat lady.
Oh, right. Well, then
nice.
that's your prerogative, of course.
Yeah,
do that.
Absolutely. Right. Good. The rats will. No, we've done all of that. It was your turn. Right. It's Blondie's turn. Blondie is compelled and has to try and move towards his coffin. Yeah, he's going to float straight up.
I'm gonna bomb him. And when I say bomb, I mean bomb.
Are you She-Ra, like punching up into the air?
Yeah, I am, and I rolled a 26.
Nice.
It doesn't matter how much damage you roll, he's in mist form. The mist just blows
The
out.
question is, does he explode?
Oh,
Does he explode?
what's this? It's wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah. I want him
wise
to explode.
He does.
Yes.
Yes!
You punch up and just the mist just blows out the sparkling little sort of figments and fragments, and he is gone.
Yes! Does the
Nice.
stake just fall to the floor?
Clank, 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 clank.
Smug
We'll just-
mode engaged.
We'll retrieve that for the next time you let us fight a vampire. Chris,
Might not be
never
for a
again.
while. Yes.
Never
The
again.
whole point is you are vampire hunters, you are monster hunters. Of course there will be vampires. Also, lest we forget, Silver's part vampire. Anyway, that's your action. No, that's not even that. That's your reaction.
That was his turn.
Well, he's dead.
Nice.
Dead now.
Amaryllis, you managed to make your way into the corridor.
I'm just going to shout to him, be like, he's dead! Who's dead?
Congratulations!
I'm,
They're going to look at you just... no idea what's going on.
I am so very happy for you. I'm very glad to have been able to. Well, you supported me throughout this whole thing. You're very kind.
Did you kill my lover?
Oh,
Yeah, the bastard who killed my fiance. Yes.
Sounds more complicated than I thought it was.
I mean, you could just give up now. We killed your boyfriend.
Sure. You are currently in one of these stairways, because you got out of the way of the rats. You can start making your way up. What do you want to do at this point?
I'm not covered in rats still.
You're still covered in rats. You take another...
I hate to remind you, Chris.
I am so glad that I gave you that healing, because I'm not sure if you would have survived otherwise.
No,
5.
probably.
You take 5 points of biting damage as the rats keep nomming away at you.
Well, I actually can... I can get hit points back for killing creatures, but are we counting... We're not
one per.
One.
I think it's very thematic if you take a rat and go and get some hit points back from crushing it.
Oh, nice. Yes, okay.
So, it's a Grim Harvest. Once per turn, when you kill one or more creature with a spell first level or higher, you regain HP equal to twice that spell's level, or 3 times if it's necromancy.
Sure.
I'm going to necromancy some rats. They're still they're swarms still.
The swarms are now moving up to join their queen with one-on-one with Silver at the moment. So, yeah. Shit. You can. I would say that if you use an inflict wounds or something similar, you could probably kill all the rats on you in one go, and I would let you take 1 big hit point hit for that. I think that's
cool.
Fair. We'll count it as the swarms hit points, not as the rats' individual hit points.
I'm just trying to see if I don't have inflict wounds.
Do you not? Interesting.
Again,
well, of course not. You're a necromancer, not a cleric.
Yeah. My parents didn't put that in the book.
Well, they can't. It's a cleric spell.
Yeah. I think maybe it was written in, but I'm I don't know what that is. That's just...
What have you got? Have you got a chill touch or something similar?
I do have a chill touch, but that's a because that's a cantrip that needs to be a level 1 or better. I mean, I do have a way of healing myself.
That's so much less fun.
Yeah, I think, again, I will deal with the...
touch?
I have false life.
No. Have you got vampiric touch?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This book is not a good... If I could
it's
find
not a good book.
No.
For a vampiric, for a necromantic tome, it's really dull,
and it would kill them and thus heal you more.
We just need to find you a different wizard who can write you some new spells into your book.
I would like
cooler spells.
Ooh, we know an ex-necromancer.
You do? What have you got this damage dealing, Tom?
We can hook you up.
Okay, I've got. This is where I'm looking at my damage.
That's okay. Let me try and open your character.
I could blight.
You could blight? Yeah.
For God's sake. I get loads of them, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think I will just
blight it.
That's it. It just washes over. So I think again, I'm still just sort of trudging along and just dark tendrils pouring down my chest and out. It's come on.
Do you individually strangle a ton of rats? Just it'll come out and individually just kill a rat.
I'm just sucking their vitality out.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
Just, you had that black smoke. You know when you blow smoke out of your nostrils, it's just 2 plumes of black.
Yeah.
And then just picking up rats and it's sucking me into you. I think that's all.
Blight is a 4th level spell.
It is.
Yeah. And it's necromancy.
Yes.
So you heal 12 hit points.
Yes.
Cool. You heal 12 hit points and there are no more rats on you.
I will take that.
You have individually strangled each rat.
Nice.
It was, to put it one way, disconcerting.
Again,
unsettling.
So much where I'm no one's watching this, so this is fine.
As you say that, you turn and go up the stairs a bit further, and while you're still doing this, you walk head first into Valzina and Trix, who are just there, and you see just this sort of...
Try again.
Cool.
Hi!
I see Silver gave you a mask.
Yeah, I'm the plague now.
You should have a green one, really, if you couldn't be called the plague.
Oh,
Could I get a mask? No.
I'm sorry. I don't keep the mask because I can just change my appearance. But
I can also change my appearance, but I'll do that next when we're not fighting.
So glad all of you are helping. Valzina, it is your turn. You currently can't see anything because you're in a corridor.
Yes. Shall I've been rather enjoying being so attached, but would you like me to get down?
It's all right. If you want to hitch a lift, I'm gonna climb up to Silver.
Great.
And help with whatever's going on up there.
You could hold a spell for when you can see.
Let's do that. Well, I was just going to say, if I'm going to... Actually, I think it worked so well last time. I'm going to do Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so Wom. You want
Yeah.
Trix is now a walking spirit guardian.
Let us surround ourselves with death.
Sure.
That's the
Sure.
perfect response.
Trix, it is your turn.
I would like to bonus action rage,
Sure.
and then I will hopefully get back up onto the outside and climb my way up to the top again.
You can make your way up to the top. That's perfectly fine. You've used movement and bonus action. You're sort of around the side from this swarm of rats, all sort of wrapping around where Jacqueline is and where Silver is.
So I can't get to them with my movement.
I would say your movement gets you up to the level here. You could dash to get to Silver and be with Silver in this, if you wanted, or you could do something from range here if you wanted.
No, I've raged. I'll get up in their space because then the Spirit Guardians will take effect, and also it's just another thing to hit.
So you run in while Silver's just there. It is now. It is now her turn.
Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians take effect. So what do I have to roll?
Wisdom DC 16.
Thank you. It's a 16. It's half damage. Do it. She's not healthy. Give me that half damage.
Oh, it's only half. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's quite skinky. 23.
11. She's still up.
Oh, damn it.
She is going to look at all of you and... Yeah. That
doesn't sound good.
I think it's time.
Oh no, if this is the Mecha Rat. Now it'd not be the clang, clang, clang.
She is going to raise her arms out and say, "To me, my children." And they will all start swarming up. It's their turn next. They all start swarming up and over her. And you can see her being lifted by this swarm of rats. And they're sort of bulking out, like she has these extended, weird, like tentacle limbs made of rat and tentacle body made of rat. And is just spreading out over the top as she takes on a slightly different form.
Did she technically move out of range when she got lifted
It's forced
up?
movement because the rats moved her out of range.
I mean, she chose that.
Movement, the rats moved her out of range. She didn't move out of range, technically. Riding that rules train.
She chose that.
Again, saying that to the room. Oh, that's a choice.
Just give me this. I want my mecha rat. Good. Silver, it is your turn. What would you like to do? She is still visible within the swarm
Did you
of
say
rats.
the rats went after her?
Yeah, the rats formed up. The rats did this. They have to be together to do this. It's a shared action.
Wait, so did the rats move past us? Would there be attacks of opportunity on the rats?
Yes.
But we're still only going to be fighting one thing after this, which is the Mecha Rat.
You can attack the swarms of rats that are forming into Mecha Rat if you want to while they're forming into Mecha Rat. I'm fine with that. It's not called Mecha Rat, okay? Why do you ruin things?
I am going to attack a swarm of rats because also it may stop them from actually moving towards her, which will be funny. I've rolled a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit the rats.
They take 15 points of damage, and they cannot move any further
Why?
because sentinel attack.
Oh, so she forms up and it's sort of, what is going on? Moves over at a really weird angle, and she's clearly like, this was meant to be cooler. And she's off to one side, and the whole thing's looking very precarious right now. Yeah, fine. Silver, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm just going to aim at her, not the rats.
Okay,
Good plan.
if you want to use steady aim, you can't move.
Okay.
You have to have no movement on that turn. But you do technically have an ally within 5 feet because Silver is there. So I will allow you, if you want, to run up the rats and stab her. I will allow this. I think it's fucking cool.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm running up the rats.
Running up the rats.
Okay, and that is...
You're pressing, making like a sort of vague melody.
That's 19 to hit.
Nice.
Just hits her. Her AC is 19. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that is
I mean, she's not got many hit points. I'm pretty sure this is it, but...
Come on.
Okay, so that is 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, that's 31 on the sneak attack.
Winning.
You run up and... short sword or rapier? What's it going to be?
Rapier.
You run up and stab through her, and she shrieks. Is going to, as she shrieks, on death, lycanthropes revert to the bestial form. She's in the bestial form, that's fine. It's just going to shriek as you stab her. As you do, all of the rats around, you can all see the red glow in their eyes, just... and suddenly... rain of rats. Yeah! With you, Silver, with the body just falling with all of them.
Can I grab Silver?
You can try.
What was
Silver
that?
ran up some rats.
Yeah,
Like,
but we do this kind of shit all the time. What
do you want to combat tackle her in the air to try and stop her from falling? I'm fine with that.
You'll be carrying 2/3 of the rest of the party.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's
What?
awesome.
What would you like me to roll? I'm still raging.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Can I not roll athletics if I'm jumping?
No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oops.
I still have advantage on those. My plus is just lower.
Yeah, I know.
I rolled 2 8s.
Oh.
You leap out. Silver, I'm falling too! You just...
Solidarity fall.
We cut to Amaryllis in the pub going, and that was the end of them.
I'm the one with the mask now.
Turns out I'm the plague doctor.
And as you walk up the stairs to sort of see what's happening with the others, you see them all falling past you down.
As they fall down, if we could just catch eyes, not again.
I'll revive you somehow.
Thank you.
Just to check, Amaryllis, do you have Featherfall? Alina, do you have Featherfall?
Can I still...
Sorry.
Can I still try and catch Silver? Because if I can get them both on top of me and I can absorb most of the damage...
It's not that far a fall. It's just
It's water, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Are we near a wall?
Are you near a wall? No, you've fallen out too far. The big sort of mecha rat really sort of spread up and out.
Ideally, I would like to be at the bottom of the pile because I can damage sink.
Amaryllis, you watch as this sort of sea of rats just falls with your friends in it and everyone hits the deck. And there's just rats everywhere, just squirming and screaming and writhing and roiling, and all trying to run away. And as they do, they just leave these 3 people just lying there.
over going,
I mean, how much damage was it,
you're
Chris?
right.
It's probably
Not
like
enough.
2
Not
to me.
enough.
I jumped to my feet again.
Not enough to do not enough to hurt you all, enough to stop this from just being you all just being hit by rats.
I dislodged a lung.
I would
You
like
can
to
see-
just...
Yeah, you can see glowing, which you might know is gentle repose, which just gets put back in it.
Nice.
Does
I'd
anyone
like
have
to-
a pithy one-liner to end this on?
I was just going to sit up, slick back my hair in the wetness, and just be like, "Oh, hey, you guys are here too. Thanks for showing up."
Yeah, yeah. You can stay. You're hired.
Hooray!
The plague!
And that's where we're going to end. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Thank you, everyone. My goodness me, an audience, if you stuck with us for that extra length episode. Sorry it took a bit longer. It's one shot. This is what happens sometimes. Thank you all for watching this lovely one shot. And this was something.
It was definitely something.
Do we just leave then? Do we just leave the town to its issues?
I want to get out of here. I don't want to see a rat again.
To be
Episode 2, yeah.
As-
Yeah, exactly.
From It's a Zack Snyder film. We don't explain. Good, right. Thank you all for watching, and Zach, if you're watching, I apologise.
Hey, Zach.
We are Roll Together RPG. You can watch us at twitch.tv/Roll Together RPG every week. We have shows on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. Mondays and Tuesdays is a live stream. Mondays is currently flustered in the Feywild, which Emma's DMing. And Tuesdays is usually Andor, which hopefully they'll be back next week. We'll keep updated on socials, and hopefully everyone gets better soon. But yes, that is who we are and what we do. All of our shows are streamed at 6 p.m. GMT or British Summer Time, depending on what time of year it is, which means it's about 10 a.m. Pacific Time or Pacific Summer Time, and all times in between. That's every single show that we do. Saturdays is Talk Together, which is our chat show where you can see us talking to each other and other people about TTRPGs, various different things in the pipeline for that. Everything is streamed at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. It's on YouTube at youtube.com/RollTogetherRPG, and you can find it in podcast form. Just search Roll Together RPG in your favourite podcast provider. Massive thank you to our D20 Club and our Dice Heads. Thank you so much for being part of this and helping us do stuff like this. You made this. You made this.
100%
making it. And a massive thank you to our sponsors here at Forge, Ultra Pro, Elderwood Academy, D&D Beyond, Other Champions of Forgotten Realms, Warriors of Waterdeep, and Level Up Dice. Join us on the social medias. We are Roll Together RPG on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, I think. Yeah, there's stuff like that. So join us for all of those. And again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.